Salutations. Welcome to the Cars, Bars, and Guitars podcast episode
CIII.
I'm AJ.
And I'm Steve.
Steve, who the hell is that?
Maximum Cramer sign.
Hey, guys.
This is
He's back.
number 3 or 4?
It might be 4.
Nice.
It's crazy. You know what? I've jumped in on y'all's live setups.
Sure.
You know, 3 or 4. Right. 3 or 4.
Yeah, that thing's super easy to adjust to. So.
Awesome. Okay.
So, thank you for being here again. That was a happy notification I got when I was asleep, and I woke up and went, "Oh, Mac's coming. Sweet." By the way, don't take a nap on a Sunday at lunchtime, because then you'll dream you got abducted by a bunch of people in white coats, and they won't let you talk or anything, and I'm never going to do that again. But
that's
Steve,
odd.
what are we brought to you today by?
A massive Nissan Rogue recall.
Oh, goodness. Well, are they recalled because they're Nissan Rogues?
Chance of dash fire affecting 700,000 cars.
Rock
Oh,
the
Lord.
dash fire.
Yeah,
Rock the dash fire.
they expect to notify owners in March.
Well, that's nice of them. I
Somebody
mean,
call Colleen.
I think... Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I think they figure, though, that they're probably going to die because Nissan drivers are horrible drivers before the car blows up.
My aunt had one. It was one of the few imports she's had, and the CVT died at not even 100K.
Lord. And automatic transmissions are notoriously more expensive to repair than manual transmissions, just because they are more elaborate.
Yeah, and especially when
heavier.
it's running a glorified rubber band.
That too. Well, we'll go into what we're all drinking as soon as I, don't do that. After we've had this on pod, but it's been like 30 episodes ago, and Mac has never had it, so it's Napog Castle Single Malt Irish Whiskey. Oh, cool.
That's a good one.
This one's really, really good, Mac. It's an Irish whiskey, so
Thanks, brother.
It goes down. You're welcome. It goes down entirely too smoothly, like a very, very cheap prostitute. So. So, how about we do this and then the beers and sláinte to you guys?
Sláinte indeed. Cheers, fellas. Oh, my gosh.
And
it's so smooth.
$35.
35?
35 or $36.
I'm going to go buy a bottle of that right now. I got to go.
You'll be first in line because they're closed today.
We discovered yesterday that it didn't open until 12:30 when we got there at about 11 yesterday.
They've adjusted the hours again because it's by the way, if you can get a job at an ABC store, it's an excellent job to have because they are government employees.
Whoa.
And you get it's government ran, so
yeah.
There you go. Well, what is everybody?
This is Napog Castle.
Napa. I think I don't speak.
What's it say?
Napog.
Let me see.
I think the UE is probably silent.
Napog. And Kate.
Napog.
You know what?
We can.
I need to?
You got the technology.
I have technology. I can ask somebody for pronunciation on it.
It's my favorite kind of techno.
From Ireland.
Technology.
Here, let me take a picture of that. Derp. Wait.
Cheese.
Indeed.
I could go for some cheese.
All right.
Sweet.
We'll find out later.
Well, what you drinking, Mac?
I am drinking, courtesy of my parents, for Christmas, because this is genuinely my favorite beer, Cold Mountain.
It's a
From
good one.
Highland Brewing. Keep it local. Love Asheville.
It is a good one. And Steve, what are you drinking?
I'm going to crack me a New Belgium Agent 77 IPA, weighing in at 7.7% ABV.
Well, Steve, whatever does it make it an Agent 77?
Because it's 7.7% alcohol by volume.
And it has a sweet logo, actually.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah,
Very
yeah.
James Bondish.
It very much is.
And oddly enough, the Bond 77, the very disco-tinged Bond theme from Moonraker.
Mm-hmm.
No, This Probably Love Me at the beginning of it is one of my favorites.
Very nice.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
Well,
There it is.
But you sure can hear it.
Yep, they can see that. Boss. There's like a little bit of a delay. And I am drinking a Hypnotic Beast Juicy IPA from the makers of Central Virginia Brewing Company.
It's another little find.
That is a really cool owl on the front. I could have sworn this was another brewery, though, because it looks very much, and I can't think of the name of the brewery, but that looks very much like
a drinkable Pokemon.
I was going to say a New Belgium style, like,
not
artwork.
Lagunitas.
Something like that. It looks very...
All the hypnotic beasts have crazy-looking creatures on them.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And all their IPAs are good.
That's good.
I haven't even had that one yet.
It's solid. That's really good. I started my new job, and it, as Steve would say,
beats working.
It beats working. And I'm on vacation this week, and I get to go to Vegas again. So
Excellent.
Tuesday through Saturday. Glad y'all are coming.
You got a ticket for me?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
A speeding ticket.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Can't afford Vegas now. Can't afford LA in 2 months.
Yeah.
So there's that good stuff. What you got for us since the last episode, Steve? You got any new exciting shit going on at work or life?
Work. I'm being hammered to death by projects and work stuff. The house hunt is remaining quite daunting. In the meantime, since MLK weekend with the first snow that we had, my house has been adopted by a black and white cat. And it continues to visit us since Kalen's feeding it a bunch.
Yep. And
Has
if you
even
feed
like
a cat once, you've got a cat.
You're going to have that cat back. Yep.
Okay, Boomerang.
I gave Zara a little piece of cheese very soon after we got her, and now every time I go and open the fridge, meow, 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 meow. At least she's polite about it. Coco, so there's that. Mr. Mac,
Yeah.
it's been a while since you've been here.
It has.
Anything new?
You know what? No, I'll say that. You know, life has phases, and I've continued with work and, hanging out with everybody outside of, and just living my life. It's been good.
That is good.
Yeah.
I think you were on last with Sean.
Yeah.
So that's been, I guess, about not a year ago, but about 9 months ago. So
So
you've
I
now
got
had your baby.
What?
It's been 9 months, man.
My baby.
Yeah, it's been 9 months.
Yeah. No, I was going to say I had my Civic by then.
Yeah,
So-
you've way had it, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess you're still liking that little ditty, aren't you?
Oh man, love it.
Yeah. It is. It's in black. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like in other colors with that body style, there's a little too much going on, but I kind of like it in black. It's kind of like with it washes out some of the stuff that I think might be a little bit controversial for people. Whereas other cars like Brian's Supra looks good in white. You can see and then other colors it washes out. I don't know.
Supra looks good in a lot of colors, but white is like one of the top three.
Well, he did the Mark IV wing on his, and it actually looks really good.
And you know what? I'll say that the newest Civic, I wanted to ask y'all about this.
I like it.
Does it not? Okay. We're gonna have an interesting discussion then, because I saw one on the road the other day. And granted, I'm a Honda fan, like big Honda fan at this point, but it looks like a Jetta.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm upset by that because it went from Hot Wheels car to passenger vehicle in like 1 year, and I was like, "What? Hold on a minute." Like some of the flair on the late teen model Hondas are kind of like, I think they're nuts. Like they having the huge wings on the back for the Type R's, and like with my car, I do have like a side skirt like add-ons in the back. They look like wings, like those parts. I
Red Bull.
Yeah.
But also probably not as aerodynamic. And now that I'm thinking about it, unless you know what. That you're throwing weight around on the road on that thing anyways, because it's all front wheel drive. So
it also lost its flair because it doesn't work at tchotchkes anymore. I've been waiting for that.
Nice.
I had it here.
It makes a very attractive shrunken Accord.
I like it specifically for the interior. It is such a nice place. Like when Emily bought her HRV, I sat in one of the cells. I was like, this is like nice.
Yeah.
Like, they really, really poshed up the interior on the new ones.
That makes all the difference.
Oh, that's where you're going to sit. I mean, that's obvious there, AJ. But
yeah, no. I like that could be expanded on.
Fuck you! I'm sitting on the hood when I'm driving.
Yeah,
it's like,
I know.
It's like they knew they had to share it with an Acura or something.
You don't ride your car like a motorcycle and sit on the center console?
Wrong Honda.
Not in this state. I almost did until everybody talked me out of it.
Just left foot pedals, and you're good. You know?
I'd not have a car payment. I might have a missing leg from having a motorcycle, but
shit. Yeah, true.
So cool. We're glad you're here with us and joining us for dinner wherever that might be.
Yep.
Dude, have you been to White Duck Taco yet?
No, have not yet.
All right, so that's going to get a strong consideration.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest. Steve and I could eat wings or Mexican or Asian or pretty much anything.
Actually, those are my things.
Yeah.
Those are the things that I can cycle around with no abandon. So.
All right, well, if we don't have anything else to yap about, I've got plenty of news. Mm-hmm. So, Steve, let's do the news. 11. Ford is temporarily halting production of the Mach-E, the F-Series trucks, and the Broncos amid chip shortages.
Whoops.
Shit.
How pissed would you be if you got an allocation for a new Bronco and then they go, by the way, it's going to be a month. Oh, it's going to be another month. By the way, we don't know because we're going to stop production.
Ford now resumes production of the 1968 Bronco because it used a carburetor.
And meanwhile, they're actually
it's a resto mod.
Yeah. What was it that
Look at all these missing VINs from back then.
Yeah.
They were showcasing at the Detroit Auto Show this like F100 or like some old ass Ford truck, but it was an electric conversion. What? How are they going to be able to show that up front when they're not even building their regular cars?
I don't know.
But it looked cool. It looked awesome. Like, I would rock one.
Yeah, Brian and I went to...
Them stopping the F-150 is going to be a big shot in the foot.
Yep. Well, there's a billion of them in production right now.
They're just sitting in a field somewhere. You guys seen those pictures of all the ones that don't have chips in them? Mm-hmm. Nuts.
Brian and I were speaking yesterday. He's
after,
like, you know
what?
One
hit me back in March, fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
If you're smart, you have a Bronco now and you don't really love it, now's the time to sell that fucking thing.
100%.
Yep. And because you're not a dealer, you don't have to not mark it up, which brings me to my next point. Ford is going to punish any dealers who are found guilty of price gouging by reducing their allocations on all new models.
Yeah.
Bravo, Ford.
Good.
Very good.
They'll get
that's huge.
Watch them get extra allocation of EcoSports.
It's like
oof.
There are a certain number of like small quantity products that we need to, as an entire world, make sure that we're kind of allocating to people that are going to buy them and not gouge everything. So like game console prices and graphics card prices and car prices and like holy cow, house prices. But you know, all that said, like it's good because I mean, what we were seeing cars raised up by like $100,000.
Mm-hmm. Pull it forward a little bit.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
the whole thing, just grab the whole thing and just move it forward.
Mac.
Got it.
Yeah, Mac, my car 5 years ago would have been...
Does it just need to be in my face like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mac, my car 5 years ago would have been $20,000 brand new. You can now buy said car for $20,000, or with half the miles, it could be pushing $25,000.
Yep.
And we all know the Wranglers hold their value too. But the new Sasquatch package Bronco is like, if you get top of the line, it's like $78,000. And I'm sorry, it's just not worth $78,000. And I love Wranglers, but the new Rubicon with the 392 is $90,000. I mean,
wait until the dealer markup. Like
no, that's the regular price.
Yeah, and then
and that's then the dealer markup.
Yeah, that's what the first open air Jeep since 1986 with the V8.
And it's 5,300 pounds and does the quarter mile in 12.8 seconds. That's so disconcerting to be driving that around.
Yeah, like what are we building that for?
Because they only did that because the Bronco was coming. I think they needed to generate, but then they have a plug-in hybrid, and
right.
So
EV seems to be the move, man. I'm telling you,
it's coming.
I know, and I know that gives you pause as well because I love motor engines like gas engines.
I know what you meant.
Gas
we
motor.
know what you meant.
Yeah, motors, you know, not electric motors,
machines,
motors.
MLB baseball.
Yeah, but no, it's there. I mean, shoot, there have been so many announcements, and what Ford is going to release like 20 models. Like
it's something.
10,
yeah, it's
30 models before in the next 10 years or something. I don't know, dude. Nuts.
So not only that, but there's a lot of them are going just EV only. And I like EV during the week. Have fun with your toys on the weekend that are gas powered.
Yep.
All day long. I'm okay with that. Gasoline is very a finite source. So yeah, that'll just make it run off of trash.
I don't know.
Mr. Fusion.
Yes. Let a boy dream.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about it now. Like back in the day, they were saying, oh, yeah, there won't be any more gasoline left by like 2035.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if our gasoline consumption / change to like ethanol or alternate fuels or any of that has changed any of that at all, or if we're still going to hit that?
Well, for every efficient car sold in the States, you've got quite a few massive trucks being sold in the States as well.
Yep.
And, Dingus Khan in a Dodge Ram's still going to drive like an asshole.
Yeah.
I still think, like, on the whole, car emission is probably a drop in the bucket compared to pollution from factories and burning shit and such like that. I mean,
100%.
And honestly, air travel, it burns a lot too. I mean, and I like to travel, but I mean, I don't know. My favorite electric car that's on sale now isn't even on sale in the U.S. So
which one is that?
The
Honda E.
Ooh, yeah.
I love those little things.
Damn, that thing was good too.
And now that I have a 2.3 mile commute, it would make a lot of sense to have one.
It would.
The Rivian R1T electric pickup truck is now the quickest pickup truck ever tested by Car and Driver to 0 to 60 at 3.3 seconds, which is so stupid.
Good for them, though.
I like the way it looks, except the headlights.
Yeah.
They look like
goggles.
Dyson Dyson.
The bladeless fan.
The bladeless fan. Yeah. You've seen the Rivian, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. I looked into them. I bought stock when they first came out, and then I wrote it down $100 because holy cow! But it was a minimal position. I was just like, okay, I'm going to see what they do because I mean, shit. If you're in at the ground floor for Tesla at $100 compared to what it was now, like I had no problem. It was a gamble. So
sure,
but at the same token, they're interrupting the market in a way that I think is important because they're actually digging in on all the super important features on like torque power ratios and like its ability to do off-roading and stuff like that, even though it's an EV. They really put some thought into it.
It's a truck.
It's a hell of a truck. It's like the Warthog off of Halo, like in real life. It's nuts. Like super quick.
And it actually other than the headlights, I like the way it looks, other than the styled by Stealth Bomber and all right angles fucking Cybertruck. That is the worst fucking...
I wanted a matte black, dude.
Yeah,
or a matte gray with black wheels. Make it look like Batman. Bam. Batmobile.
Yeah, but like the Batman you ordered on Wish.
Yeah.
It's just so ugly. It's not cool because it's different.
If it wasn't hard angles, if it was rounded angles, but in the same styling, do you think it would be better?
I'd have to see it. I'd have to have somebody like Photoshop it and render it to me.
Because like it's an interesting shape.
It looks like Birdsong's logo.
It does. It looks like Porygon for my Pokemon fans out there. That truck is nuts looking.
Or poor Egon from Ghostbusters because he's now dead.
Yes, poor Egon.
Poor Egon.
And never mind the fact that Elon Musk is a gigantic con man and a charlatan and keeps promising things and getting allocation money from people and then, oh, it's coming. It's coming. And you just took a bunch of people's money.
You know what, man? It's hard to judge because he does just do the most outlandish asshole shit sometimes, but also he's pushing the envelope. I'm not a Musk boy. Like I'm not a fanboy by any means. But
I prefer Old Spice myself.
Look at like he made EV cars. He made the entire car industry be like, oh shit, we have to get our act together, or we're going to get left behind.
Yeah.
And that is important. As far as SpaceX goes, it's been exciting to see what commercial space flight would do, but we have so many other issues closer to ground that it could be solved before that, and that's where I think there's a big disconnect. And also putting a shit ton of pollutants in the atmosphere every time you're launching a rocket and doing all those tests. Like, I get that that's a thing we need to develop, but maybe not the time.
We can't take care of the planet we're on.
Right.
And this is people. So if we inhabit Mars, we're going to fuck that up too
Right.
unless we change our ways.
Yeah, we need to be completely recyclable, 100%, to be able to sustain life on Mars.
Sure. And this is all coming from people who don't have children, and we still understand that the future, if you want to continue the human race, you have to invest in cleaner energies, or it's going to be a nightmare to live. You think the hurricanes now are big? You think the hot days now are hot? You just wait about 500 years, assuming we haven't all killed each other by then.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting thing to think about because it could go so many different directions.
Like you said, Musk boy. That's
Musk
great.
boy.
Musk boy.
We'll just call them muskrats.
Muskrats.
Muskrats. There's another really good one as well.
I hear you, Steve.
And no hate to the guy because again, those cars are so fucking sick. Like riding around in one is a genuine pleasure every time.
Unless you look at the quality of the builds.
Yeah, they're creaky. Like they definitely creak, but also they're just kick ass.
The panel gaps look like Michael Strahan's teeth. Speaking of Tesla recalls 800,000 cars for faulty seatbelts and belt reminders.
Whoops. Belt and belt reminders?
The seatbelt reminder chime.
Okay, so but what about the seatbelt? Was that failing too?
They got to replace both.
Fuck. Well,
Or did you hear about the California stops?
Oh.
The autopilot would California stop.
what's that?
When you don't completely come to a stop when making a turn.
You kind of just, so nothing. Okay, let's go.
I'm digging that shit.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's the future right there. Drive like I would drive, but just don't make me drive.
How do you give a computer a ticket, though?
You know what? Put it on Tesla's tab. That's their computer. The programmers. They just, oh shit, that would actually be great. You know what? He solves one of the biggest problems. People getting traffic tickets. You end up sending the ticket to Tesla.
But they still call it autopilot, and it's not.
Yeah.
An autopilot yet. It's a misnomer.
It's close enough, dude. It's real close. And I'll only say, like, the technology has changed year over year so substantially. Like, LiDAR, that shit is going to open all that up. Like, being able to actually discern outside of a camera, because my car has a camera version, which is not as superior to LiDAR, which is actually shooting out lasers and feeling the entire world via light, pretty much.
Sounds sexy,
right? It's kind of nuts.
Something bright idea.
Well, Henry Rollins is going to come out with a new song in live because I'm a LiDAR. I guess he'll have to be green this time instead of red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the somebody's Tesla went into the body shop for like a touch up on a bumper. It was like scuffed, and one of the mechanics took a video. And he's like, "Listen to this," and he sat in the back seat, pressed on the floorboard, and you could hear the sound of metal flex.
Yeah.
He's like, good build quality right there, buddy, isn't it?
Hey, you know what? I would challenge anybody to go to their car right now and do that shit and see if you don't have creaks.
Mine wouldn't.
Mine does. Mine is
Yours
a
does?
2019, and it absolutely will.
But
creak.
in the structure of the vehicle,
in the structure,
No, not
probably
in a Honda.
not. No, they're rock solid. But I'll tell you this: they put a fucking aluminum skid plate on the. Just trash, yo. The way that they set it up, like first of all, last time I got my oil changed, I didn't put my fucking the screws back on, and these are very specific half an inch screws with heads that are as big as like $50. So, but they're metal; they're not plastic, so they have to be like a specific type in order to hold it. But also, my pan looked like a big ass turkey got dropped on the middle of it. It's just it folded. So every time I'd like go over a speed bump or be anywhere close to any kind of change in elevation, I'd like, oh man, I was shoveling the road. So
we can fix that here. You
know what?
In the Busted Knuckle Garage, repair and despair under one roof.
Hey, you know what? I did. I pulled it up on the two wheel jacks that I have essentially, and hammered it. Oh no, pulled it back into place and like had to put gloves on so I didn't cut my hands open.
Yeah.
But
that's more for. I think it's more for aerodynamics than it is for protection because they know you're not going to take your Civic off road allegedly.
Already done it.
But the weak spot on every Honda is the paint.
Oh boy.
This is why you see all the, if you see any mid-90s Accords or Civics, but then even up to the 2010s, the entire car is in pristine shape, and the entire hood and the top of the car, all the paint is already. They just use notoriously thin paint, except on the S2K and the NS, all the hand, like
they dig
cars
into those,
paint them by hand and shit. But yeah, whereas Jeep's paint's actually pretty good because they know you're going to be theoretically taking it off and getting the brush scrub on the side and all that. So the paint, they have put an extra clear coat on that shit. It's pretty heavy duty.
Yeah, man. It makes me think about the Honda Type R that his name is Honda Pro Jason.
I've seen
Dude has been posting a ton lately. First of all, I love his content because he's constantly looking at new Hondas, or he's looking at old Hondas, which is even better.
Yeah, I love Hondas too.
No, but I think he bought a yellow, the loudest yellow Type R.
The
ever.
new one?
Yeah.
Is it not that greenish yellow, is it?
No,
it's the yellow.
It is so yellow.
Okay.
Dude.
Because that's like, ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
No, that's the old school Honda Type. That's the Integra
Darker.
Type R. That's the pale yellow, and I actually like that one too.
It is like school bus, but less orange. It is that
Bosnian thing.
loud.
That's more of a gold.
I gotta pull this out because think about Pikachu.
Mac, this is a video. You can't just be pulling shit out.
True. Very true. There he is.
We just had something really yellow in the room we could have pointed to.
Fellas, it was the first thing. Oh, no, wait, that's a... He's putting out a demo video for Gran Turismo.
Yeah, because the yellow, the new, when you get the Civic Si and the new yellow-green, that thing is, it's like something you find in a diaper.
I mean,
yellow-green,
See also the green that the Vibe could be had, or my car could be had in. N and O.
Look at that. It's Integra
That's
yellow.
gorgeous.
It is Integra yellow.
That's a little brighter than the last generation of Integra Type R you could get. Because that, honestly, no shit, that's a spitting image color, like that pale yellow.
Right.
But that's a pretty color yellow. No, just hold it up and zoom on your phone, and then I'll just press zoom on that, and it'll just zoom together, right? Enhance.
Yeah, you could use Zoom remotely on FaceBase.
No.
That's pretty cool.
That would be cool as fuck, though. Here's a fun fact for you guys now that we're talking about fuel efficiency and what have you. The 19? Good Lord. Toy boat, take two. The 2022 WRX gets the same city and highway miles per gallon as a 22 Ford F-150 EcoBoost V6. The 19 city, 25 highway.
So all
that's
that
bold.
So all that dog shit aerodynamics with those awful fenders is for naught.
Nothing. And you have to drive probably the ugliest WRX that has ever come stateside.
I'm looking right now because I haven't seen
2022, Mac. It is awful.
Don't say we didn't warn you.
Yeah, and I hope you didn't eat before because liquid barf will be better than solid.
I have a buddy that before he bought his Tesla, he had like a late teens model of it as well, like a 2018, 2019.
Those weren't great either, but this was really bad.
That shit was bussing. It was really nice looking.
I think the best looking year of WRX that came out was probably 08. 07, 08 was probably the best year. Although I don't mind the goggle. I don't like God damn it. I don't mind the bubble eyes. 04?
Yeah, when they first came here.
I don't mind that.
I still think that's goofy looking.
04 was my shit. That was my favorite.
It's 04, 05 is what I was thinking about. That's the one I like. You remember what that one looked like?
This one.
It's awfully tiny.
It's that
one.
one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like
the one after
not
the
07,
one after
08.
the bug eyes. No, the 02 when it first came here.
I didn't mind
those
that.
are goofy looking.
I still like the 98's best two-door.
Yeah.
But we can't get those.
Yeah, it's like the best you could do is the 2.5 RS. So that's like a massive 4-cylinder coupe.
Well, you could find one with a blown engine and just put something cool in it.
Yeah.
Oh, fellas, the 22B was where it was at, though. You know what I'm talking about?
The engine for sure.
Yeah, the legendary rally motor.
Or this particular Subaru, though. Hold on.
I don't know. Like, see, if I had...
Brett said 22B.
It's already set up. If you had the 98, it's already set up for an all-wheel drive vehicle. That's the perfect one. That one's the perfect one. But you see, I know the engine's good, and I know it would be sacrilegious, but it's already set up for all-wheel drive. I think the better engine to put in it would be the fucking V6 out of an RDX because it's set up for all-wheel drive, and it's bigger displacement. I think you get an RDX with a V6 now. because they did away with the Turbo 4. Even that, the Turbo 4 out of the RDX would be fun in that too, because it would actually like run.
That's a sturdy platform.
It's a very sturdy platform.
You're putting SUV parts into it.
It's all-wheel drive.
Yeah, no, you get that drivetrain. You got heavy-duty drivetrain for all the power you want to put into it.
There's no defending having your WRX get the same miles per gallon as a gigantic F-150.
Turb
Bought off
skis.
a farts car.
Turb skis.
It's not, though. It's a rally car. It's a homologation rally car.
It is a specific sport for your car.
Sport seats for...
Sport butts. Thanks, Bob.
I love that quote. General Motors is discontinuing the Chevy Spark after the 22 model year.
Oh, there goes probably the least expensive domestic car.
Red will be heartbroken. My buddy Red.
Oh, he has one?
Yeah, he does.
Does he like it?
Yeah, he loves it, and honestly, it looks like it's awesome. It looks like a comfortable car, even though like I want to have like a wagon situation. I love that shit. So
You're also 3 inches taller than me. So, yeah.
you know, it's hard to fit in those things. But
They're just...
I've driven a smart car before, though. So
Don't
do it. If you have a commute like mine now, or like you live downtown or something, having a car like that, even if it's not the best car in the world, completely makes sense. But like when I see people driving a smart car on the interstate, I'm like, you're fucking brave, A. But two, like, what do you fucking do? It gets shitty gas mileage for what it is. Like, smart car only got like, what, 38,
did I ever
40?
tell you about my smart car highway experience?
No.
Oh, no. Well, my sister had one. She had one for maybe like a year and a half because that car was a piece of shit. It was a huge piece of shit. But beyond that,
Mercedes.
for some reason, I was driving it, and that it happened on a few occasions. Like, had to drive to Asheville once in the rain in it.
Ugh.
I got stuck behind a truck, and I got in its airwave, and was getting thrown around. Like it's also like. It's raining. The roads are wet.
That's
so
even
I'm
worse than
just
the first
like,
Tacoma would have been.
Yeah.
10 and 2 is just moving like this constantly because I'm trying to just keep it on the road. But like 485, bright, beautiful day out. The wind was so high that I was blown into another lane. Like it gets that bad. So if you're ever thinking about these small cars, like make sure that shit's low to the ground and it's got some good gravity on it because that one doesn't. It's like the shape of a D, and like honestly, it could just fall straight the fuck over. It's shaped like a box.
Yeah, I think the Corolla's about as small as I want to go.
Yeah,
Soviet Russia, you get
that's
into
got
D.
a good center of it's got a good center of gravity on it. That's
What would be
the
a
difference.
cool one? Lower that, and then wheelie bar and Hayabusa turbo engine from Bike. That'd be a fun drag car, and it'd be an exciting way to kill yourself.
Yeah. I wonder what my car would be like with a mid-engine setup.
Not as roomy.
Front-wheel drive.
Mid-engine
True.
front-wheel drive.
Yeah. How backwards is that shit?
That would be really disconcerting.
I'm gonna have to jump on Forza when I get home and swap out a drivetrain on something like.
So we just need to build the most ridiculous car.
I'm gonna build a what the hell are those things called? It's a Toyota. It's an MR2. Are they admitted?
Yeah.
MR2 front wheel, and see what happens. I'll let y'all know.
So we need a rear-engine front-wheel drive car, but have a rear-wheel steering.
A forklift?
I was about to say like one of those shipping container forklifts as well. Oh,
I thought you discontinued that.
Me too.
All right, well, moving on.
cool.
Mini is introducing a program dubbed...
Casinos.
What? Yeah. Well, it's not going to happen again. So, if it does, then I'll give you $10.
I want $10.
Mini introduces a program called Recharged, which will convert your old Mini Cooper to EV.
Sick.
That sounds good.
Yes, this is what we should be doing. Every major car manufacturer.
Speaking of,
take notes.
Would that remain being a front drive
Literally
platform?
swap these motherfuckers.
Because like all the Mini Coopers, like all the classic Minis are front drive.
Yeah.
Like, from back in 1959 when that was unheard of.
That actually makes more sense because you've already, if it makes more sense to convert than it does to build new cars, because building new cars pollutes more. So if you have like my Wrangler, like I would keep that thing probably forever. If somebody's like, you had to keep that forever, you okay with that? I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
But it'd be cool, like when gasoline engines are just no more and it finally dies, just take it somewhere and get a tax credit and have it converted. It'd be heavy, but who would give a fuck if it was plug-in?
Yeah.
So.
Listen, I'm going to give the recipe out. This is like for how these guys could do it in a way that is efficient, and not only that, they would just ton it. They essentially build the engine, the front half of the drivetrain, and then the back half detached. Ship them in separate pieces, and that way, when you get them in, you can just put the main down the middle part together, and then throw on the rest.
Well, this is how and why one of the first resto-modded EVs I ever saw with the Chevy S10, that the vehicle itself is in front and back half, and then you can just convert the bed into your battery pack and swap the engine out in the front end. So it's it's rude and crude, and so is a 1980 S10, but it's definitely the easiest way to go about that.
It's the only challenge in doing any of these remods
All
is
the money.
Fitting that, and a couple of challenges. One of them being fitting all the batteries. And as soon as you do that, you can do any car. I mean, I saw an Audi that they had done the trunk. They had just built like a fucking log stack kind of battery situation, and that worked. And it was stupid fast. Dumb.
The truck would make more sense because you'd still have a bed. Even if you made them super flat, you'd still have a bed on top.
Yep. Yeah.
Whereas the cars would be a little different. But Koenigsegg, I don't have it on my news list. Koenigsegg, their new electric motor has 670 horsepower just from there, and it only weighs 200 pounds.
And does the Jesco not have like 4 of them?
Something like that.
Like the Jesco is their, if I'm not mistaken, the fastest. Sorry, I'm so far away.
It's all good.
I keep leaning back. That's all.
Welcome to the podcast with Mac, where every 10 minutes it's going to sound like a different person speaking.
Indeed.
It's okay.
Yep, absolutely.
That's all good.
Trying to make the blue guitar.
Those Jescos are nuts. Like I saw one in real life, and it is genuinely a work of art.
They're doing it right, but then it's $1 million a car.
More.
Oh yeah,
so much more. Yeah.
I was thinking about getting one with no wheels, so that's what I was saying.
Bugatti Chirons are at like $3 million now.
Yeah, it's
3 point.
And the thing is, they're all already sold. Yeah. So even if you had the money for it, you'd have to be on the list.
Yep. You got to find someone that's selling one.
Yep.
And that's like household names at that point, because there's only how many? Like,
it's hundreds. It's not even thousands.
Not even. But also, that's a 16-cylinder quad turbo fucking monster masterpiece. They can't build too many of those.
I'll check my buddy Felix and see what he can do.
Yeah, there you go.
Now he's retired.
Felix Sabatis?
Yes, sir.
Mercedes-Benz South Charlotte. Welcome to our dealership. The commercials like
when I first met him,
bro.
When I first met him, like very flamboyant man. It's like, I told my brother, who's one of the managers of the valet company, he's like, I just met Hurricane Felix today. One of the last time I saw him was at Quail Hollow. He rolled up in a Duesenberg.
What in the hell is that? I've heard
one
of
the original Luxo barges from like 1930s.
Whoa.
The car's as big as this room.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have seen them.
I've got the pictures from it. I have nothing to scale of it, but
does he have a douche-a-vu?
I'll get back to you on that. No, he also had a Ferrari 348.
Ooh. I still like those, and they're not fast by modern
standards.
No.
But
not at all, but they look good doing it.
That was the only non-California Ferrari I ever got to drive.
The joke at the time, or when the GMC Typhoon and the Cyclone came out, the turbo trucks and SUV, it was faster to quarter mile than the 355 for.
You know what?
348.
Did they not make a magazine ad or something out of that?
They most certainly did.
That was perfect.
And then back in the 80s, the Volvo turbos were advertising the same thing.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm envisioning it now.
That turbo brick, y'all.
No more car news. We're moving on from car news to
Buca news.
Beer and now I'm starting to do it in order because it just makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good switching gears.
Hey, you know what happens?
What shift happens? It does. It really do.
It'd be like that sometimes.
If ever wore a hat, that would be the hat to wear.
No, for real. I could put it on a fedora. It would look kind of strange. I'll just put it on the top. Marijuana buyer Turley buys Green Flash and Alpine Brewing of California in a $5 million cash deal.
Good on them.
This is furthering we've had this discussion on air before about weed companies buying craft beer and starting to invest more. And I got to say, they're getting better, but I don't think I love CBD strain beer yet. It's growing on me.
The only one I had was when I was in Denver, and that had one of the longest lines at the Great American Beer Festival. This is in September of 2015.
Yeah.
But you know what? Now it tastes more like a Dogfish Head 90-minute.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is much more readily available.
True. And Terrapin does the weed strain.
Oh.
Or Sweetwater.
Yeah,
They do.
The Sweetwater, the G13 in particular, that is
I
just
bought that.
vile.
What was it? A super sticky? Oh, no. They had a super dank pack that was all beers that tasted like the smell of.
How was it?
It was good. That was a cabin trip.
That's right.
I picked those up, and no, who was that? Well, you just said their name. What was the name of that brewery?
Sweetwater.
Out of Atlanta.
Well, there
before that.
Terrapin?
I think it was Terrapin.
Terrapin has one too?
Terrapin's out of Athens, so that's...
Or was it
within
It was
an hour.
Sweetwater, man. Sorry.
There's been a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Terrapin, they make a ton of really good IPAs. So, like, I know that they've done, like, a super sticky or a super dank or that verbiage. Yeah. It's all over the place.
Don't you mean that herbage?
That herbage.
How do we think that Guinness Nitro Coffee Stout would be with a little Irish whiskey in it?
Doable.
Worth the try for science, I think.
I need a glass.
Yeah, you do. You're going to need a glass for that.
Talk amongst yourself.
Bet.
Talk more about pot. One of us in this room is more of an expert than the other.
Shit.
Wink.
True. Yeah, no, absolutely. But,
Hi, welcome to the CBD pod.
you know, I like that they are expanding into the business of buying beer companies because they could do some more holistic stuff. Like, we get it. CBD and weed, like the whole, like, the medicinal side compared to the just having fun side.
Recreational side.
That line is blurred, right? There's definitely not anything super, like, dead on about it, but yeah, you know, it all.
Mario
it all
Gay go
relates.
sue somebody's ass.
Batman and Robin Thicke.
Selling me on CBD beers as it being something super different because it's CBD. I appreciate that the components are different. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, it's CBD. I got to go get it. But I will try it, and I'll probably like it too.
Right.
And even so, like, if they've got the cash to spend on, oh, sorry, I should have just let that
God, it
ride.
smells good.
Actually, literally got the same one. But wait a minute, you got a nitro cold brew. Okay, I got an actual Guinness.
Not one of that.
I'm gonna try it without the whiskey first.
Good man.
It's nitro, so I'm
I
gonna pour
didn't
it
want
hard.
to know about how this was. Is this your first one?
Yeah, Steve brought it.
Hey,
I thought that looked familiar.
Yep.
It's like, I think some of those are selling in my garage fridge.
It's easy to pour the nitro beers. Just fucking dump it in there and then just let it sort itself out.
indeed.
So I'm not completely sold on the beers, but I will say every one that I've had since the first weed beer I've had is getting better.
Yeah.
Because it was just so... It's like the IPA effect when IPAs were first the big thing. It was just like, let's make this as hoppy as fucking possible.
Yep.
And then you're like, God damn, there's no flavor.
Meanwhile, you know, you enjoy this, you know, Voodoo Ranger and everything Voodoo Ranger. Did y'all ever have the original New Belgium Ranger?
I don't.
It was like drinking a pine tree.
Yeah.
This would have been 11 years ago, and
Yes.
that was an aggressive IPA.
Boy, oh. They were figuring it out. Everybody was back then. Holy shit, that was kind of the great renaissance of craft beer right then.
The lady who trained me for the position I'm in now is from India, and we were going through the beers, and she goes, I don't even know what IPA is. I'm like, let me explain something to you, Hannah.
Ironically, considering
Check
that
this
the
out.
nature of hops being a preservative for all the British conquest to India, so it ain't a pretty history, especially not for her folks. But
No.
here we go.
When they were from Japan, they were called Starions. not conquests.
Sheesh.
Alrighty. New York Amtrak station has added a large craft beer bar to lure new passengers into using their trains, and the brewery has included many a variety of Brooklyn Brewing Company.
Natch.
And I've enjoyed almost every Brooklyn beer I've had. Not memorable, but not
That was
over
the
the
first
top.
For a
fancy
while,
one.
I didn't enjoy Brooklyn beers. It wasn't until much more recently that they had stuff I like. Like the Brooklyn Brown was something vile.
This
I'll tell
tastes
you
exactly like Guinness and coffee. So
10 years ago, as far as like getting the first plate, this was the first big bottle that I ever bought at Saucer was a Brooklyn Local number 2, and it was killer. It was amazing. And actually, Sean can attest because we were sitting there that day. We went in one Sunday because brunch was still free at the time.
Oh, man, I miss those days.
Damn, that rocked. The food wasn't that great, but it was free.
Free and worth
you
it.
know,
Well,
we're
the sausage was
always
good.
down.
Like,
yeah,
the sausage, like, but other stuff, you're like, this kind of...
it was definitely edible. I think anybody could attest here. But
We've eaten worse.
so we kind of overstayed brunch and just started ordering bottles because the manager was being super cool. And it's like, yeah, let me actually came and drank with us after like 6 hours. So we stayed there the whole day.
Was it
And
Causey? Was it Jason Causey?
No, it was dude, he's not even there anymore.
Yeah,
He's
Jason's
not.
there anymore.
But
Chris is gone.
it was
What?
I'm
10 years
I'm just
removed.
thinking out loud. Like, I haven't seen him in a while.
I don't maybe he is.
Like, basically, it's when we're there.
But
it's
then
only been
again, you're only
Jonathan.
there once a week, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's really difficult
you
to
could be there
scale
every
that.
day
Yeah.
otherwise.
That is the Guinness cold brewed with Irish whiskey in it.
That's nice.
That,
I like that.
it's really
Yeah?
good. You want to try it?
Yeah, I do.
We're all vaccinated.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I just got boots, and I think my arm's gonna fall off.
You got another one. It goes, wait. Bam, Irish whiskey.
That's
Ooh,
why.
yeah,
that's
it
why-
does. That's a nice
That's why
little
I'm taking
turn-up.
all the shots in the left arm because I'm right-handed.
That's good.
It's like slowly turning the volume up, but the volume is Irish whiskey, and the beginning is coffee. If your base level is,
Uh-huh.
that's good.
I like
Yeah.
that. Because by itself, it was like, okay, this is Guinness and coffee. And then,
Right.
By the way, you haven't had the Coke coffee yet, have you? The little cans of
I
Coca-Cola
have
and coffee
not.
mix? They're so fucking good.
Are they actually?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, my caffeination beverage here has my name on it. It's Nixie's seltzer.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
It's a peach black tea seltzer.
Hey, that sounds.
Where's your
interesting.
mind, though, Steve? The Nixies? Oh, wait.
Yeah, I mean, we could do an acapella version of this right now if we need to.
So Friday at Troust Brewing was a lot of fun. There was a lot of people there. And so I played Hand in My Pocket. And I
Nice.
fucking nailed the solo.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
What the
nailed
horn-
it.
Get
What
the
the honer?
fuck out of here. Do it right now. Do it.
Sing us a song, the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're on
Honest to
the
God,
mood for a
you
melody,
get that on rap,
and you've
you're
got us
going
doing
platinum,
all
dude.
right.
Yeah.
I was so-
That's where I was at
Oh,
immediately.
yeah. I nailed it at the time.
Oh, man, that's fun.
I still love Carney Man from Bob and Tom days. It was a parody. Have you ever heard it? I don't think you have, but I've told you about it before.
I don't think I have.
It was Carney Man. It was a song about like Piano Man style, but it was about a carnival bar, like worker. It was like, crank up that ride, Mr. Carney Man. Is that tooth in your mouth really yours? It's chipped. I can see what you use it for, to open your 6-pack of Coors. That's great. All right. Moving on. Anheuser-Busch is releasing their first zero-carb beer.
Oh, excuse me. Moment of silence, please.
Oh.
Not for that.
That is very pleasant to listen to in the headphones. Like,
Whop.
oh. This is ASMR from Matt Cramer.
Pull, baby. There we go.
By the way, if you switch the first letters of your names, it could be totally a porn star name. It would be Crack Mamer.
Crack Mamer. Don't hit your head.
some
Don't hit
really
your head.
salacious
Salacious nonsense. Oh shit, that's funny. Crack
Maimer. I don't.
Or a private eye. Honestly,
Private
Crack
eye.
Maver. Private eye.
No, I think the crack mamers are the guys that hijacked all the arcade machines so you can play them on a Raspberry Pi.
That's true.
There's a
Multiple arcade machine emulation.
Emily's actually. She was like, that actually sounds fun. In Vegas, there is a Pinball Hall of Fame museum.
You
so it's like
must go.
pinball machine and like old arcade game Hall of Fame where they take the old game and like put them in there. I was like, that sounds fucking cool.
Back
Yes.
when Abara was still open, I discovered
take
I'm
all the
still
pictures.
terrible at pinball.
And it's still fun to do.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Tin Cup? About
Been a
golf?
while.
Yeah, there's like golf and sex. The two things you can do, have a lot of fun and be horrible at.
Yeah, it's true. So true. And I'll tell you what, we have arcades in Charlotte, and also I thought I heard that Abari was going to open back up.
They
In
have
Belmont.
something in the works.
Yeah, in not in Belmont like Gastonia,
The
close
Belmont neighborhood, which is next to Noda.
Belmont
Yeah.
Noda.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's going to be down the street. I'm going to be up in that bitch.
Is there such a thing as a Castlevania arcade game?
Yeah, probably.
So
no,
therefore it's gonna
Napa,
no.
Castlevania?
Unless
because
I'm
the
wrong.
family in that game are the Belmonts.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
Boom.
Mic drop. Please
That's
don't do
meta
that.
as
They were
fuck.
expensive.
Honestly, they should just put up
Takes
a
some
Castlevania
work.
like a game screen from like a screen cap on the side of the wall
Uh,
outside.
Can dig
The
that.
only
perfect
one,
Belmont.
the only one that matters is from Castlevania 2. What a horrible night to have a curse.
Nice.
I was
Have
so
you guys
I was so terrible at that game. Was like, but I still have it.
Yep.
And I do have the Switch collection.
Yep. Yo, it's time to go back. It's time to go back and beat it because like that I've gotten like grabbed up by a few tough games, and you go back like years later. It's a whole different.
The Angry
experience.
Video Game Nerd is not just James Rolfe Channel. That character lives inside of all of us.
All of us,
And
yeah.
that game,
You got to come back and get it, dude.
that game made me invent new bad words.
Yeah.
Going back, I have never had a zero carb beer before.
No, that doesn't make
What is
any
that,
sense.
like a Michelob Ultra? Or
The
some
very
shit?
I thought that was 0 calorie.
Okay, so what's a
The-
zero
the ve-
carb beer?
it'd be like under 100 calories a serving, but like zero carb makes no sense because the very notion of alcohol
Of beer, at
is
least.
that it contains some carbohydrate content.
Yes, because if you were on like a low carb diet, like you could still drink whiskey, but the nature of the beast of beer is yeast, which
Converts
Indeed.
sugar into the alcohol.
sure. So I don't know how that would taste. My guess is probably poor. Moving on.
On that bombshell.
Hoppy Herbing Brewing of France
Cool.
Quoi?
Where?
is using algae. Hoppy Urban Brewing of France is using algae
Like
in
the country?
is using algae in their beers to change the color to blue.
Sick.
It's blue beer.
That's so cool. Why not?
I worry about the fishiness of it, and I like fish, but I don't like drinking fish.
Is it healthier?
But what if it's an aquatic vegetable
Is it
instead?
algae?
Seaweed.
Are there any caloric or nutritional benefits to the algae?
It's probably not going to hurt anything,
Yeah.
if I had to guess.
Did Eiffel 65 put them up to this?
I always thought he said, I'm in need of a guy. Not da-ba-dee,
I'm
da-ba-da.
in need
I
of a guy. I'm in need of a guy.
Yeah. I thought it was
Yeah.
a gay anthem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't show you. I forgot I forgot where. I think it was Reddit, and it was veterans only get 1 day, and gays get a whole month. It's like, it's not fair. It's like, yeah, I don't get no gay discount at Cracker Barrel. It's like, touche.
True.
Well, Sam Adams is to release the greatest of ale time beer in honor of Tom Brady.
Good for good for him. That's great.
Well,
Sounds more like something Cigar City should do.
because of
Very
Tampa.
true. Yeah,
They
I
should
think that
come
would
out
be
with something
beautiful,
better.
dude.
Did you see what I posted
Tampa,
yesterday?
if you're
Your
listening,
cousin from Boston
Get
Dynamics.
after it.
Yes.
I was like, this is how Bender was born.
Yes.
Cigar City's great though. I like Cigar City.
I got my Florida man shirt from what the hell? Are you okay?
That last bit of whiskey hit harder.
You're supposed to. It's supposed to go down the
Dude, go the
esophagus,
wrong
not the
way?
trachea.
Yeah. I don't think it's supposed to go down the esophagus.
It's
the
supposed
other
not
way.
the trachea. Trachea is the lungs.
Oh shit! Yeah. See,
You said windpipe, funny.
Windpipe. I tell people at the South, pipe. White rice. Ugh. Gives me thrush. Pre-mixed cocktails are now stealing away market share from beer and seltzer. Lame.
when did malt liquor become fashionable?
Did you ever drink Mickey's hand grenade at Tremont?
Yes, not a Tremont, but yes, have had a couple hand grenades.
That was the go-to there.
Yeah, that's a winner.
That Newcastle's.
Yeah,
It always bothers me. Like, I'm sure they're good. Wait, I might be using your quote as the title for the show. I hate when you go somewhere and somebody goes, "Can I get an old fashioned and make it strong?" Well, it's not an old fashioned then. There's a way to make a fucking drink. Like,
True.
You don't if the drink calls for 2 parts of this, 1 of this, and 1 of this, and then you put 4 parts of something. It's not that drink anymore.
but you're leaning in. I feel like
Then
it's
becomes
just
get it straight.
you're adding one.
We'll just
more
get a
of the-
double. Get a double bourbon.
Then it becomes the Americano version of an
Get a double
old-fashioned.
bourbon with
If
a
new
maraschino
fashioned.
with a maraschino cherry.
But question: if it's the same exact components but just different amounts, does that still compose it as the same beverage? Or
It's
say it?
I don't
that's
know,
a hard
but
thing to make an example.
It's the
out
same way with cars calling themselves coupes, and you've added
Yeah.
extra doors.
And they say
It's
the
not a
German,
coupe.
and
Yeah,
they
it's
say the
not a coupe
Germans
if it's
don't have a sense
more
of
than
humor.
2 doors.
There you go. There's my argument.
Yeah.
There's my argument. You've added extra doors, and wait, it's not a coupe anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, that said, a 2-door coupe.
But
at
also
no
just
point
Redundant.
it's more
hold the
of-
chicken.
Well, maybe it holds
Oh.
a big cock.
Hey,
Kiki.
depends on the grocery run.
Yeah, he ain't gonna die.
Yeah, here comes the booster.
Well, at what point does it become not that? Because if you have, let's just say, a bourbon and Coke, or
Okay.
Jack and Coke.
Yeah.
So Jack and Coke. So make it strong. So is it still a Jack and Coke if somebody pours this much Jack and then just takes a dropper and beep,
I
puts a
must
splash of Coke
ask,
in it?
what is in the glass? Jack and Coke.
True.
That's where I'm at.
Well, it's like Subway calling their sandwich a foot-long sub. When
and it's
not
only like
it's not
7 or 6.
It's
These
like
motherfuckers
10 and a half
are
to 11
sandbagging
inches,
us.
which is the amount of inches that Mr. Jared Fogel's getting in his rectum right now, probably. And somebody else we know for that matter. But
Bom, bom.
no, it's called a foot-long sub, and they said it's called that. It's not called that because it's a foot long. It's just called a foot-long sub.
What would the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, is that it? They need to fucking investigate.
They actually won the
that shit.
case. They said it's not. We never said it was a 12-inch sub. We just called it a foot-long
Bro, you
sub.
cannot call it a foot-long sub when it's not a foot long.
We're calling cars coupes.
It's going to be
the
as long.
fuck is
It's
that?
as long as my size 9 shoe.
That is sandbagging.
Well, look, they
Sandbagging.
call down like what I have in the closet. They call it a hot water heater, but it's really just a water heater because hot water doesn't need to be heated. All right.
How'd you pay for that? Did you take the cash out of the ATM machine?
Yeah, exactly. We're back to that again. Everything comes full circle.
If you've
Yeah,
done
it
it and
does.
done it again, you're redundant.
Shit.
I like that, and I like this too much that I'm drinking it too fast.
Hey, you know.
Hi, me.
That's all right. So, but pre-mixed cocktail. I feel like
Cocktails.
Can I have some examples of what kind of premixes there are? Is there any like
I'm on
high
it.
flyers?
Oddly enough, back in the day, there was such a thing as a Jack and Cola pre-made,
I want to know
beverage.
like what's popping.
there is, and I
and it
forgot
was
who made it.
not good.
Yeah.
Because the very essence of making said Jack and Coke is just about what he said: is put all the Jack and some Coke for color.
Sure.
Oh wait, it's all the same color.
White Coke or liquid?
Cola.
I just like the way it smells.
Nice one. There is
Meanwhile, Mac has a
Ooh.
Pepsi shirt on.
true.
Yeah. Yes, Pepsi. You have a.
Boxcar Betty's, y'all.
I got Sweetwater.
Nice.
Damn, they make a slow and low 84 proof rock and rye with straight rye whiskey, raw honey, navel orange, rock candy, and bitters in a can. I would
much is it?
fuck that up.
Sounds amazing.
It does sound good. How
Yeah.
much is it?
It's called Slow and Low, and
That is the tempo.
I'm looking right now.
My friends.
Doesn't say. I'm gonna find out because that actually sounds insane. If I can find those, we'll have them.
Well, for some reason, Google's not fucking working. Oh, there it is. All right. Pre-mixed.
Ramona
Gotta
Ruby
get on Bing, bro.
grapefruit wine spritz,
When fashion sits,
spiked
putting
lemonade.
on the wine spritz.
Do a Fisher's
Falco.
Island lemonade. Moscow
Better than
Mules.
Rikers Island lemonade.
There's an
Moscow
actual
Mule
tall
in a tall
boy.
boy can. Good God.
in a copper tall boy.
Good Lord.
Beautiful.
I will
Not
say
necessarily
some.
copper.
I'm okay with some.
I got a feeling that's not actually a copper can. Otherwise, that's really going to impact the
Say,
taste of your
Hey,
beverage.
shake your ass on.
I'm okay with a
This tastes
Moscow
like
Mule.
pennies.
I'm not
Yes.
okay with an old fashioned in a can. I'm not really okay with a margarita in a can because it's hard to prepackage salt on there without it just falling off.
Yeah.
Get the salt.
Yeah.
Bring salt with you.
Speaking of Margaritaville, do you see the Kyle Kinane bit about Margaritaville being the most depressing song?
No.
Not the song, but the fact
Wasting
that
away
the song itself, cheerful state of mind, and then it is also a chain of restaurants in the Midwest,
And they're not
nowhere
great.
near Key West.
Oh,
Or
Jesus
every-
Christ.
and that's why
every airport.
and that's why he's a comedian
can
telling
see-
this story way better.
every airport is has a Margaritaville too, and people go. I'm like,
There used to be one by Lake Norman, right off 77.
What?
Yeah.
yeah, but this is like back when I first moved out to Charlotte. That I remember seeing it up
that
there.
was
Like,
probably
never
like
went.
one of those white elephant buildings near the lake, right?
It was more of a rhino.
White.
A spearmint rhino?
I still have the matchbook from there.
oh, nice. I talk
That was awkward as hell. It's like,
Attaboy.
yeah, get there during happy hour. I could eat for cheap, and that's not a euphemism.
I'd rather go to a burlesque actually.
True.
I mean, at least you get the entertainment. Like, so it was a comedian that said going to a strip club is like taking just a regular girl out on a first date. You go, you spend a lot of money, you hope to get them, you hope to fuck them, and then you don't get to.
Fifth.
I still,
I'm
my
getting
bachelor,
flashbacks to that song by Nerd, Flap Dance.
Ooh, baby, you want me? Man. Yeah.
All right, we don't have much more news to go, and we're done with alcohol news, so we're on to music news.
Ooh.
6 Feet Under and former Cannibal Corpse vocalist Chris Barnes says he's the best death metal vocalist. All the other ones are shit but him.
Who the fuck is he? Hold on.
The man with no neck.
I was about to say.
That's Corpse Grinder. He's the guy with the long hair and no beard. That's George Fisher. His name's Corpse Grinder. And he's the new vocalist for Cannibal Corpse. But Chris Barnes is the old. Chris Barnes was from the Ace Ventura day. Remember when Ace Ventura went up on stage and sang with Cannibal Corpse?
Nope.
What? Do you remember that, Mac?
No, I don't really.
I'm just more
I'll
concerned
say
he
I
had
didn't
something in
really
his teeth.
follow Cannibal Corpse too much.
Although in unrelated news, every day I pass a sign that says stump grinding. You know what that is, right?
Yep.
Sex with an amputee.
Corey Taylor.
Love it. You were thinking about Corey Taylor?
I was thinking Corey.
Slipknot's
no.
not
I wasn't
death
thinking.
metal, though.
No, I know it's not, but I'd say that guy's got a strong contention for one of the best screaming voices.
Chris Barnes looks scary as fuck now. So.
Yeah.
But no, it's not. Like, you can't just claim yourself to be the best at
Yeah,
something
what-
where they all sound the same.
So
I
I'm
mean,
trying to.
I'm going to
figure
say
out
Cookie Monster proper
one
is the best one.
all right, so
That's that.
Okay.
That death metal, not melodic. Like,
You know,
it does take talent.
Wait,
to
was
do.
it Chris Barnes,
It
Garth
does.
Brooks, alter
It-
ego?
not to discount at all. I'm trying to think of who would
Gaines.
beat him in that.
Gaines, Barnes, it's all the same, man. Chris Barnes.
Philip
looks
Labonte.
from
All
basketball
that
coach?
remains.
All That Remains. Yeah. And then the guy from
I don't know if they classify as death metal either, but I don't think they do.
Dying Fetus's singers actually, or their death metal scream. He's actually really like guttural, but I can't understand anything he says.
Oh shit! It is death metal. Yeah. So,
That's death metal, yeah.
dude, All That Remains. That's my third plate. That's what that.
Oh, really?
is. Yeah. Speaking of which, do you have my plate?
Do I have your plate?
Yeah.
No,
I don't. I can't find my second plate.
I
and
gave you
re-
your second plate.
You did.
I did. I gave it. I didn't keep it.
It's somewhere.
You see, I don't have a.
Right. There's no Matt Cramer up there. No.
No, there's not one in the
I was just
closet
like,
either
wait a minute,
because you're
where the
married.
hell is that plate? Anyways, doesn't matter
Emily's
because
beard.
the first plate was You Do You Boo Boo, and I've got that one.
Yeah.
That's the one that
I
matters.
did give you your second one though.
You did.
I think I've lost a few of mine along the way, and
Well-
never did 15, and 16 is now complete.
I can't.
So now I have my own double party.
It's
How the hell
so
am I supposed to
funny.
replace the Nintendo on a wall?
Honestly, I've got an Xbox if you want to put that on there.
That sounds too much like real money.
Does it have the red light of death on all the time?
Oh,
Does that be
no.
cool?
That would be so
Just
cool.
keep putting batteries in
You
it.
put an LED or something.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that would be sick.
It's
That
close
would
to
be
the
great.
fire exit. I was wired into that.
Well, you've had a laser disc, you've had a Nintendo, so we need to.
A clock and a hubcap.
Honestly, I'm going to put
Figured
an
like,
Xbox.
what I want to do for the next one is a chef quote, so I figured I'd just get a frying pan and drill a hole in it.
Can you imagine hanging an Xbox off the ceiling? They weigh like 12 pounds.
Well, what I did for that Nintendo, like I have a drawer full of nest guts at home.
Xbox
so,
One, I should say. Y'all.
yeah, not the original Xbox.
Right, because
'Cause
those are
that
worth
goes-
like more than an Xbox.
The last one I saw at the Grid before it moved was $150.
Yep. Good for them.
Yeah, and yeah, like you mount that on the wall,
New
it's going to
life.
knock the wall over.
I was just to put an iron skillet up instead of just a frying pan.
Genuinely.
Really,
The trucks,
You
wait,
put an
an
iron
entire
skillet
truck
up.
stop?
where we could just eat all the food in one day. After a very, you should go. We should do that again. We should recreate that, except we'll trade out one degenerate for one person we really like.
There you go.
We did the. Did we tell you about the Nantahala tour? So we went up to Nantahala. They do the Trail Magic release, and they release it on draft on Friday night,
Okay.
and bottles afternoon on Saturday when they open, and then Friday when they release it on draft, they have a bottle share where you can come in and bring crowlers, growlers, cans, shit from your plate, that nobody's had, and you come in. And it's a bottle share, so they'll crack it open and it's like
Fucking
you
dig
take
that.
donation, because you can't really bring your own beer to a bar, but you take
Right.
donations, you charge for it. We show up, and then we show up with crowlers and growlers. Everybody else is showing up with cans. It's like, where y'all from? Charlotte, and then they said,
Them Charlotte boys came to party.
and I think
Like, we had 6 or 8 people. Was that the
We
Super
had-
Awkward Hotel trip?
yeah,
Yep.
it
I'm
was
down.
Justin, Brendan, you, me, Toby, and Matt actually. So we didn't take fuckface with us. So it was just us
And
six.
the
So
hotel and the motel owner
Voldemort.
was very suspicious.
Voldemort.
and the hotel.
Got your nose.
So true. So true.
Yeah, the hotel we stayed, it was a 2-bedroom hotel, and then a lot of us ended up sleeping.
2-bedroom.
Sleep on that floor.
One, it was 2 beds and one.
That was it. 2 bed, 1 bath, and half a closet. And I basically
So I'll see you guys the next night because I'm going to get a room by myself.
How many different beers did we try? It was 40 something.
I think it was it was in the 40s.
And
It was just, it was nonstop, all across this generously proportioned bar.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the samples were like that, and then the guy that was pouring them was drinking with us,
Yeah.
and so it
They
turned into
started-
this, and it turned into this, and then it just kind of, man, we did not feel great. And then we went to the Iron Skillet in Bryson City the next day and just ate trash food, waffles and
Yeah.
just a smorgasbord of shit.
Hell yeah.
And it just soaked everything up, and we were ready for part 2. That was a fun day, especially because including the hotel room, because we split it 6 ways on a cheap hotel room, was $3 or $4 a fucking night. So,
Yeah, I could do that. I fuck the getting the own room, just $4.
Yeah.
just a place to pass out, man.
Face blast. Yeah.
Well, except when Justin, who I'm not even friends with on Facebook anymore, he disappeared.
Nothing of value was lost. He got real weird.
It was very-
After he and Stephanie broke up, she popped up on radar on Match. That was funny.
I don't think you want to put your seed in the field that those seeds were. But he slept shirtless, and then I slept in the bed with him. Matt slept in the bed with Brendan?
Yeah,
And you and Toby slept on the floor.
we had the right idea.
And then,
pick.
3 a.m., I wake up, and I have this big fucking mass of hairless man cuddling, on top of me. I'm like, God, oh, no. God. You're not feminine enough to make this acceptable.
So much for the man boobs.
Yeah, no.
Have you heard of Mark Normand? Mark. Have you heard of Mark Norman, the comedian?
Yes.
He said boob laws are weird. He said big hairy saggy man tit in public exposed, legal. Nice supple woman breast exposed, illegal. Woman breast exposed with an infant sucking on it, legal. Hairy, gross, saggy man breast with an infant sucking on it, very illegal.
Oh,
it's very true.
True, all the way through. Yeah, 100%.
And
Do you want your kid to get a hairball? This is how a kid gets a hairball.
Really? Yikes.
So true.
Moving on. Eddie Vedder says he despised Motley Crue in the 80s, saying the entire scene was vacuous and made both women and men look bad. Nikki Sixx responded by saying Pearl Jam was one of the most boring bands in the history of rock. I'm taking Eddie Vedder's spot in this. I'm going to take his side.
Who said
Vedder, would you like
Pearl
me
Jam was
any
the
better?
most boring?
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, we gotta talk. Look,
Okay.
Everybody sang along to Pearl Jam songs, but we also kind of made fun of it. We all did, and it's okay. Like, it was good. It kept us through some really interesting musical times.
And for what it's worth, like, Nikki Sixx of Motley Crue is upset that grunge killed the hair metal scene.
Yeah,
The hair metal scene itself killed it.
hair metal is not dead though. That's the crazy part.
Well,
it's
like-
not dead.
Well,
what is that
like,
band right now?
Steel Panther.
Steel fucking
Yeah.
Panther,
Yeah, but
dude.
that's sort of like the Weird Al Yankovic effect.
There may only be one of them,
The darkness.
but two of them. So there you go. It's not dead. It's
All right.
not.
Oh yeah,
It's
I was
just-
karaoke because my go-to
it has
karaoke
been-
song is "I Believe in a Thing
It
Called
has been
Love."
filtered down.
I'm
to
gonna
the-
do that vocal once a season.
Fuck yeah.
I know. I cannot stack that. Like in the 2 years.
Yeah. Emily's probably downstairs like, what the fuck are they doing?
Fuck.
Usually,
We need to revisit this discussion. So when we get done with the next three, I want to go over genres and why I think genres are fucking stupid.
Interesting.
So moving on. No, if I had to pick a side between Pearl Jam and Motley Crue, I'm picking Pearl Jam
Oh, true. Yes.
because Nikki Sixx is just sort of
86th.
You know what?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it, y'all.
Although I
'cause
do want to check
thought
out
it
the
was-
new Pam and Tommy.
I didn't
Oh, I
realize
wanna
it
watch
was,
that.
it was Nick. They were talking about Motley Crue because Motley Crue did not contribute nearly as much. I feel
don't-
like to
they contribute
mainstream
differently.
music
Differently.
yes.
Well,
actually,
Although
okay.
anytime Dr. Feelgood's on the radio, that car stereo is not going to survive.
Right. That might, yeah.
I prefer Wild Side or Kickstart My Heart.
Nice. You're not even
or Shout at the Devil.
You'd already seen
Right.
Ricky Bobby.
I've never seen Pearl Jam live, and I've seen Motley Crue twice. And actually, Motley Crue actually puts on a good show. Except
They do.
Vince Neil sounds like the sound that the Twin Towers made when they fell. Now, like he sounds
Shit.
horrible.
It's bad.
Yeah,
And you know what? They did play a show. I can't remember what show it was right now, but I have seen them. And
Pearl Jam or Crue?
Crue.
Was
Yeah.
it Carnival of Sins? Because I saw there, and I saw so many tits there,
That
and
wasn't
so
a
many I wish I
Verizon
could
one,
delete.
is it?
Yeah,
It might have been, actually.
with Aerosmith or with solo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that, and we left 3 songs into Aerosmith because they started playing Pink.
Holy smokes.
Toby and I
Yeah.
were like, we're leaving as soon as they play Pink. And it was the third song. I was like, gone. And we went to Saucer.
Last time I saw well, actually, you know what? Aerosmith, or when I saw them exactly. I don't know if it was that same show or not.
Crue and Aerosmith have only really toured that one time,
Yeah.
excuse me, as far as I know.
Right. You know what? It had to have been. And I also remember Steven Tyler holding this girl's face in his crotch.
That sounds
During-
like Steven Tyler.
Like he's wearing leather pants too, so it's definitely he's on one of those extended stages that go out in the crowd.
Oh, cool. Yes, they call it the
And
ego
of course,
ramp.
she's like, everybody's like right there, and he just grabs the back of her head, and it's just like, I'm like,
Well, at least it's leather. You can't really, like, do you know how dirty leather pants have to be to soak in smell like that?
bro,
At least it wasn't like
that
corduroy.
you know.
Spandex.
Those leather pants
Corduroy
have seen some
spandex.
things. Whoa! I would contend those leather pants have probably seen some things.
Hello, Charlotte. We are corduroy spandex.
We've come to not kick your ass. Oh my god, that's the best fucking thing I've ever heard. That's my second favorite memory
Sweaty
behind my wedding.
corduroy.
That's going to be a very awkward Pearl Jam song.
And I feel it.
That's STP.
Following that,
You're right.
Following that, talk about headlines.
Headlines?
Considering what you were just talking about, the leather pants and what's her face and what's his face or what's his dick.
I'm not following.
If it were to be corduroy spandex instead of leather pants, considering Steven Tyler's guess at the moment,
I'm still not
it
following.
would be headlines just right on a pillow.
Headlines.
Headlines.
Sorry.
Headline.
I know.
Oh,
that's
shit.
headline.
Steve, you
Not
got us
headlines.
again. You got us again.
God damn it. New York University has
Not talking about lice
introduced.
treatment. Gosh,
New York University has introduced a new course called
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
I saw that shit today.
It's a course about Taylor Swift and her music. At least she writes her own stuff.
Hey, listen. Okay, guys. She wears short skirts. I wear T-shirts. She's
the
cheer captain,
Yeah.
and I'm on the bleachers.
And I'd like to be in her bleachers.
No, but that's, you know what? Cool, maybe music theory in some weird way, but also like
how to turn breakups into
a
money.
study in
Yes.
breakups turning into money. Money printing machine.
Blank Space is a fucking bop, too, dude.
Yeah.
That's a...
Yo,
I like it.
Don't bullshit Taylor Swift. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, let's joke about that. And I make jokes because I know she had like there's a reason why Taylor Swift is so big, y'all.
There are worse Pop-Tarts out there.
They fucking
Sure.
they bop.
By the way, I have some really good Pop-Tarts downstairs. They're lemon cream pie and then Eggo waffle Pop-Tarts.
Pardon?
Uh-huh.
Eggo
They're
waffle,
great.
please.
Do you have to add your own syrup?
Lemon, please.
No, it's in there. It's so good.
Shit.
They're so fucking good.
Yeah.
I
I can't. I was about to say there's a fucking 4-foot
man.
box. No.
with the nutrition facts on the side. It's a scale model. But I bet you one of those Pop-Tarts doesn't have 200 calories.
You know what? Those are the kind of Pop-Tarts I want to have though at the house.
You know the unfrosted ones have more sugar than the frosted ones?
how does that work?
They put more filling in it, and the filling is concentrated.
Wow, it's like
Yeah.
preservatives. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
dude,
Preserves.
preserves.
Yes.
Well,
They put more
and
filling
yes.
and there's a lot of the people when they drink the naked juice and like the Bolt House, like the stuff in the produce section that I'm not a part of anymore.
Oompa. Every day is Boxing Day for you.
Exactly. So they say it's healthier. It's a healthier sugar. I'm like, no, shut up. There's no healthy sugar. Your body metabolizes. All right, so if you ate birthday cake or drank a Bolt House Farms juice with all that sugar in it, your body's going to take that and go, it's the same sugar. It's fructose and glucose. Zero. Nice.
Not a bit.
Yeah.
Your body metabolizes all sugar as glucose and fructose. So it doesn't matter where it's the other shit in the Bolt House Farms stuff that's the healthy part. It's not the sugar. There's no healthy sugar.
Right.
There's just
AJ,
not.
market zero.
Hey, you know what?
and it's not even artificially sweetened.
Nice.
You know how plants run off of photosynthesis and like sugar is literally their lifeblood. We're in a way like that as well. So we're a little more complex.
Mm-hmm.
So just living off of Pop-Tarts probably wouldn't be the best move. But
Depends on if
it's
if
a
you
move.
if you just eat Pop-Tarts forever, but then you run 10 miles a day every day,
you're fine.
you'd be all right. 'Cause the people turn of the century, like they would eat like shit cooked in lard and then like 2 dozen
Plow
eggs
a
and shit.
field
Yeah.
by themselves,
Exactly.
by hand.
Meanwhile, nobody at work believes I'm 40.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's for 40 on Black Friday. It's like, bullshit. It's like,
You should die.
Here's my ID, dude.
You should
yeah.
dye your beard one day.
Yikes.
That'd be funny. As
Well,
fuck.
that was also the benefit of the mask. It's like, whoa. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
Dude.
Rivers Cuomo from
Weezer.
has launched his own music streaming service called
Where the fuck has he
Weezerfy.
been for 10
Weezerfy.
years?
It's called a Weezerfy.
Shut the fuck.
Yeah.
Man,
You know what?
so upset.
You know what they need to play on that, right? The
Neil Young?
Eels.
I was gonna say Neil
better
Young.
Weezer. Yeah, it's like, you know what? No, nothing of value was lost.
So,
it's like, all right,
is
he has
his
gripes with Joe
entire-
Rogan having everybody on with whatever misinformation have you. Yeah, but have you seen his stance on GMOs? He's no hero.
Yeah. GMOs have not killed anybody. Ever. They just haven't. So shut the fuck up and stop making a problem out of shit that's not a problem. everybody
Monsanto years.
Everybody 200
Oh, I think
years ago.
legally they have made a problem since, like, if Monsanto crop lands on
yeah.
your farm,
Well,
like they're being litigious assholes about it. Whoops.
But 200 years ago, everybody ate organic, and they lived to the ripe old age of
30.
40 fucking 2.
It's one of them things. There's nuance to it. I think we could also do without having pesticides in our food.
Why?
I think because we could die.
There's not
we
one
could get very
recorded
aggressive
death.
cancer from that.
There's not one recorded death of a GMO killer.
Roundup. Have you ever sprayed for weeds?
That's different.
Everyone's getting
Weed killer.
cancer.
Weed killer is different than.
Also, I used that shit as a kid, so if I do get cancer, chances are, guys, I was spraying weeds.
So
I was doing the right thing.
they're not.
That's why you use
Roundup.
Spectricide like an adult.
Yeah.
They're not spraying Roundup on these
Food.
things. They are food safe pesticides. They are. They're just
What's
because people would die.
But question: what's a food safe pesticide when it's designed to kill things that eat it?
Look, I'm not a scientist.
No, me neither. And that's
they
but
say,
like somebody
well,
would have died by now.
You wouldn't care.
From
If, like, they
GMO.
always say,
Proven.
rinse your produce.
Proven. Like yeah, exactly.
right. You have to trust it to a certain degree, but it's also like, could we do better? And probably, but also, do we know how to do better?
And the thing is, if you wash the fruit and vegetables you're eating anyway,
Yeah.
they're not going to soak into anything. So just wash everything off.
Hopefully.
Well, then you're into.
But
You know how long you'd have to soak an apple to get it to soak in anything? That's pretty thick skin.
yeah,
Thanks,
that's
Jeff
true.
Ross.
We'll miss you,
That's
Jeff
true,
Ross.
man. It's
I
all
know.
dependent.
I don't know what happened to that.
Although, did I tell you about what I really wanted for Christmas 20 years ago?
No.
Was a ride in an ambulance. I apparently had some allergic
Expensive
reaction.
Christmas gift I can see.
I apparently had an allergic reaction to what might have been a pesticide in Brazil nut that I couldn't breathe. So, like, took 2 Benadryl and waited for the ambulance to get there and then get checked out. Like, yeah, this is probably what happened. So I haven't had a Brazil nut since, but also haven't had anything that severe happen.
I was going to say, did you get an EpiPen?
No.
That's what happens when you have a bunch of ganders on your front porch and you have a Portuguese.
Oh, boy. Well done.
Shell shocking.
Jeez.
I know 0 Portuguese. Other than Sepultura, which means grave.
Yeah, it's like I attempted that on Duolingo and did not go
Just
well.
Spanish and French for me right now.
I just deleted it because I didn't want to pay for it.
Oh, I'm not paying for it. Luckily, my sister got me a membership for Christmas. She's awesome, dude.
Nice.
I gave it a solid month, and now I'm getting emails that I made Duo sad.
You have made Duo sad. And there's a joke. Actually, I'm going to show you all a video of an April Fool's ad that they ran, making fun of themselves for sending notifications about, hey, your streak's in danger. It's called Duo Push, and in that ad, there's a guy in a huge mascot costume, a Duo costume, just shows up. Like, there's a guy presenting at a meeting, and then Duo's just sitting outside, like, pointing at
big
his
ass
phone.
green owl.
Yikes.
Or, like, going shopping at the store or whatever, he just shows up and is like, it's just a huge owl.
I want to see what the nitro thing looks like.
I had one of those, like, it was glued to the bottom of the can.
Trying not to fucking
It
cut
looks
myself.
like the architecture of a globe. It looks
it
like
does?
the internal architecture of a globe.
I believe you, but I have to see it for myself.
It's hollow.
Yeah.
It's
It is.
flat.
It's flat. It's flat and it's hollow.
If you believe the Earth's flat, you're a fucking moron, and I'm sorry.
You're
There's-
denser than the fucking Earth.
You believe?
Yes.
Wait, you believe in the Earth?
Yeah.
If you think the shit's flat,
Flat Bigfoot theory.
oh my god.
Meanwhile, per earlier discussion,
You make me tired.
the option for under $3 gas is few and far between.
I don't care. You know my stance. I just get gas at the same. I don't care. Like, it could be $8 a gallon. I wouldn't know because I just stop at the same gas station every time I need gas.
What, the
I
one
never
just
check.
up the hill?
You know what,
Yeah.
man? I was about to say I'm going to start coming meeting you whenever you go get gas because I know you know where the cheapest is.
The secret's out, bud, because
Yeah.
it's Gas Buddy.
Right.
And right now, it's all like Mountain Island Lake area that has
was
the
right.
best. Ew.
Yep. That's
What's that at? Oh, I didn't realize it was a complete ball. I thought it was like, honestly, like lines.
The last Nitro one that I had, it was glued to the bottom of the can.
Smart.
But I'm used to the ones that are the rejected ping pong ball.
Yeah, I want one that's moving around.
Have you seen the bottle one? They call it the rocket widget.
No.
It was this suppository-shaped piece of plastic in the bottle.
Everything's
It's very
suppository
unfortunate.
shape if
If you're brave enough.
Red Hot Chili Peppers have released their first song with Frusciante in 16 years, and it's entitled Black Summer. And you know what it's probably about? What state?
Louisiana.
California.
Yeah.
Is there the word California in it?
Have they left California since?
Sorry, Eric King. We're poking fun at your favorite
I
band.
fucking love Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I do like
I love them. And I listened to it earlier. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. This is trending on YouTube, number 10. Red Hot Chili Peppers trending number 10 on YouTube in 2022. What the fuck are they doing? And then, I listened to it. It's a good song. It reminds me of...
And they're, 2 years shy of 40 years? Because their first album was 84, right?
It reminds me of their old shit. They have not changed.
Terrifying to think of.
They have not forgotten about California.
Yeah. They have not.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Simultaneous release.
That's
okay?
all the that's all the news I had. So I kind of, before we pick a topic that's either music or car related, most likely, I kind of want to go into. My brother and I were speaking about. I gave him the album that he gave me this week was Pink Floyd album, and I gave last
one?
week.
Wasn't Dark Side of the Moon?
No, he doesn't get me. He wants to give me shit that I
that's
probably have not.
Amagama.
Yeah.
I would
That's some trippy 69 stuff right there.
Hey, nice.
Because honestly,
That's the year.
I would love to know. Because I really fucked with Dark Side of the Moon.
Although it seems like the last 5 years
hard.
have been a momentary lapse of reason.
Something like that. I forgot the name of the album, so let's.
That's another Pink Floyd album.
I gave him Slipknot's self-titled.
Nice.
And he actually enjoyed it more than I thought he would.
Yeah.
But the single I gave him this week was Korn. And he said, well, what? It was Freak on a Leash. But, but he said, what genre are these two bands? I said, well, they were both considered nu metal. And he's like, okay. I was like, but they could not be any different.
Right.
Whereas, like, when you say hair metal, people, like, put every rock or metal band in to shit, and they call it hair metal, which is kind of unfair because, like, what was the name of that album he gave me? This is all the stuff that we've done.
Cool.
More. Pink Floyd called More from 1969.
Okay.
Nice. And then the single he gave me was a Bob Marley song called Kaya, and it was fucking a bop. It was good. Because every reggae song's either about weed, rebellion, or reggae.
Have you heard his son singing "Old Slave Mill"?
Is it just like
acapella?
Sound like him?
It does and it doesn't, and he's singing an acapella at an old slave mill. It's like a 30-second video,
That's
but
cool.
it could go on for 2 hours on a loop, and you would just watch it. It's just very serene, but also like holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Speaks exactly what the.
Well, but like I told him, I was like, grunge is a stupid term because, like, if you took the big four, so Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Nirvana, and Pearl Jam,
Sure,
they are considered grunge. Those four bands are not similar to either of each other at all.
Nope,
not even close. So I don't like the term grunge, whereas I don't like the term nu metal. When I think nu metal, I think Limp Bizkit, Coal Chamber, like shit like that. Saliva.
Linkin Park.
Technically, they're lumped in. Linkin Park's linked in for nu metal, but also for some reason Evanescence is, and so is Incubus and Disturbed. Whereas I think Disturbed's a hard rock band, Evanescence is a hard rock band.
Incubus uses turntables.
That was Toby. Toby said that any band that has a turntable is a nu metal band, but I don't think Deftones are nu metal. It's like a shoegaze. Like
I don't know shit about the Deftones. I know that's the craziest part because I know
What?
I like them. I just never got in, and I need to. I'm gonna, but
It's hit and miss.
I'll say I know shit about it.
I did see them with Incubus back in the
lucky
Jess and Philly days.
fucker.
That was cool.
2 albums, Mac. There is a really noisy something outside.
Sound
Yeah,
like
I was about to
motorcycle.
say, who's fucking running in first gear out there?
there's 2 albums. All right, so their magnum opus is called White Pony from 2000. Has Change in the House of Flies on it. The better album to me, is Diamond Eyes from 2010.
Okay.
I think it's much more melodic. It's much more, has more texture. It has more ambiance to it. It's a better overall album to me. But I still fucking rock White Pony till the fucking day I die. And that sounds like a cocaine reference, and I apologize. But those 2 albums are the best 2 albums.
Huh.
But I think when you think hair metal, you do think Motley Crue and like Poison, Striper, Winger. But then
White Snake,
Warrant. But then Warrant has a song called Uncle Tom's Cabin, which is what the name of the album was supposed to be. But then the record company said,
"It's like let's not."
Well, no, the record company said
it gets weirder.
Well, the record company said we need a radio single. There's not one good song on this that's a radio single. So they wrote Cherry Pie in like 10 minutes.
She's my cherry
and they hated
pie.
it. Yeah. They fucking hated the song.
Oh, I
And
bet
the
they
song
did.
was
That
massive.
song is dirty, bro, and I love it too. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's good shit.
But the rest of it, like when you listen to Uncle Tom's Cat, has the most beautiful acoustic guitar intro ever. Like it's so pretty. But then they had to do it because of the cucks at
Corpo cucks.
Yeah.
And like I remember seeing this on I Love the '80s, where the singer's just super pissed
Jenny
that this is
Lane.
the thing.
Yep.
And it's like, so it became, we're the Cherry Pie Band. We had to appear at county fairs at a cherry pie eating contest.
Yeah.
Like he hated it.
He said I could shoot myself in the fucking head for writing that.
Honestly, I love pie though, so I wouldn't even be mad at that.
We're team pie over cake.
Sweet raspberry pie.
Yeah, we did that last episode. Pie or cake? I said pie. You said pie.
It's pie.
Yeah, because
It's absolutely pie.
Because the cheesecake is a pie.
A cheesecake's a pie. Cheesecake's not cake. Cheesecake's
yeah,
pie.
it is. It is.
A
And
couple years
that-
ago,
that makes it even better.
A couple years ago, I actually made a raspberry pie.
How was it?
Delicious.
Interesting. Did you do this?
Oh,
wrong raspberry?
Exactly.
Okay.
That said, the base price of raspberry pies is finally going up. Temporarily, but going up.
Yeah.
It's like they're actually releasing the Raspberry Pi 4 1 gig again after it had been retired.
Mm-hmm.
But now you can actually make use of your 8 gig model with a 64-bit processor.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's do genre bending because Slipknot and Korn are new metal, but they're not anywhere close to being similar to me.
Right.
One is slow, sludgy, heavy, and dark, and the other one has that groove. So Slipknot's like melodic groove metal. Melodic groove death
Tempo
metal,
is a
honestly.
big thing with them.
Sure, yeah. And then I was trying to like the grunge.
Nothing is what it seems.
You have like post grunge, which is Breaking Benjamin, Chevelle, Seether.
Yeah.
But then you have like 90s punk, like
And
pop
I wouldn't
punk.
even put Breaking Benjamin and Chevelle in the same.
I wouldn't either.
And that's the hardest part. Like, what would you put them as?
Chevelle's just modern hard rock, but Breaking
Rock.
Benjamin's modern
Yeah, it
hard
was like-
rock.
Yeah,
It
that's
seems
when
like
I think
The
it's
subgenres of rock in particular. Like, it's still rock, but what variety?
Well, Steve, you're very much more versed in punk than Mac and I are.
Yes.
But there's a world of difference between like New York Dolls and like Sex Pistols and shit than Blink 182 and Green Day, like pop punk.
Yeah, and like and it's not just the decades talking, just
There's difference.
literally
tempo, style.
What we're having to contend with, though, is that all of these people that are coming to do this music, like, they all have a different understanding of what their genre means. So they're bringing their representation of it. It's like a potluck.
Mm-hmm.
But you know it's Thanksgiving Day because it's Thanksgiving. You might get a whole bunch of different shit, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
That's where I kind of see music genres.
There's basic genres, so you wouldn't just say
Rock, rap, country.
Sure, but
Yeah.
like I'm trying to like I'm drinking on an empty stomach, so just bear with me if I start slurring. But like, so you have like now you have a genre called classic rock, which is fucking horse shit because they're playing grunge like
Yeah,
grunge
that-
They're
bands.
calling
terrifying
90s
that
classic
it's-
rock now,
Yeah,
which is nuts.
It's stupid. Because like Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath are considered classic rock when they are just completely two different bands. And then you have Beatles, which is technically classic rock, but that's borderline boy band pop rock because it just is.
It cannot be Helter Skelter.
Yes. It's like, to me, like Black Sabbath was a sludge metal band.
I look at them as a metal band.
Yes.
Just metal.
The kind of pioneers of metal.
Yeah, like that. They were base metal. Like they are on the periodic table of elements. they're definitely one of the main contenders. Like they've been around.
Yeah, I don't think if you have DJ or turntable, I don't think you automatically considered new metal because like Deftones and Linkin Park don't sound anything alike.
I think audio
Incubus
alteration,
has a turntable.
Audio alteration, electric, moving into the electric music side of it. I think that is when it changes.
What is churches?
Churches.
I thought it was
electronica.
dubstep.
I think it's just like electronica rock.
Hold on,
Electronica pop. And I like churches.
Or like you don't care for Faith No More, but they've been so genre bending in their zillion years of existence.
There's no genre. Deftones don't have a genre to me.
I mean, never mind. Like, Epic was the only big hit that we're aware of, but everything they've done been all over the map. That it's been a little bit rock, a little bit country.
Yeah.
A little bit rap.
They don't have a genre. Deftones don't have a genre.
Church's number one sounds like an Instagram song. So
which song are you listening to?
I like with me.
I like to watch my Instagram on mute. Thank you.
Listen to
much like MySpace. I don't want to listen to your song.
But I say
the mother we share is good.
This is EDM.
Yeah, so it's electronic.
This is electronic, 100%. Yeah, and it's great. Churches is dope. I like church. When I said this shit about
That's the
Instagram,
only churches I like.
I say it because Instagram has a lot of electronic music on it.
Yes.
So
and it does. Yes,
it's great.
AJ, the chicken.
What?
Church's chicken.
I've only been to churches once.
One more than me.
That was in. Did I tell you that story?
Bum Sick Nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they're trying to give you a hookup.
Yeah, where the Mrs. Butterworth behind the table was like, "I gave you another chicken tender, sugar, because you cute." I'm like, cool. You gonna make me a dildo in your house, ain't you? If I go home with you. I think genres are kind of stupid at this point. Like Disturbed is technically new metal, but then if they said Evanescence is modern hard rock.
But throwing everybody into modern hard rock, bro. Like, what do we do? Classify it chronologically? Maybe.
Like Chevelle is modern hard rock, and then I say Breaking Benjamin is modern hard rock too. But they call it post grunge, which is fair because it's after.
Yeah,
it
is.
But then you have shit like Emily will play 106.5, and then they're like new alternative rock and blah blah blah, and then Imagine Dragons comes on like.
That's the opposite of rock and roll.
It's not rock. She's like, well, it's alternative. I'm like, no, honey. Alternative rock back in the day when it was on 95.1 The Edge before it was Kiss night. It was 95.1 The Edge, and they played rock and alternative. When they played alternative rock, they played REM, Gin Blossoms, Spin Doctors, like shit like that. Mm-hmm. So, but there's a difference between Gin Blossoms and like Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
So like you have like pop rock, Gin Blossoms, and then you have like borderline metal act in Alice in Chains.
Borderline, yeah.
So
so much so that Alice in Chains got to open for metal bands.
Yes.
That the metalheads hated. Yeah.
What is it? I thought it was like Inuit tribe or somebody having to do with a whole fuck ton of ice. They have 200 different words for ice.
Is that who you used to use your taxes as Inuit TurboTax?
Anyway,
is it user friendly? Is it user friendly? Is it intuitive?
Yeah.
Is it intuitive? But genuinely, 200 terms plus for ice. Like what type of ice it was, and like if you could just describe snow in 200 different ways, like talking about music. It's not ice.
So maybe we just shouldn't have genres.
Maybe just how do you classify what you want to find?
Why do you have to? Just search for what you want. There are bands with similar.
Here's the reason why it's important. I think having
because I'm never listening to Alabama again.
Even if the classification is not nearly perfect in terms of how, because there aren't enough. That's the problem. Like everybody's been grouped into ones that already exist, and there just aren't enough of them that really spreads everybody out. But like, if you want to find something in particular, it gives you kind of a starting point. I feel like
that's fair, but I think you can still do it without genres.
Yeah,
and like you could just have. I'm trying to search for metal. Like, there's so many metal genres,
right?
That it's
I don't know
stupid.
nearly.
Like, I'm trying to search for it. For some reason, the computer's being really fucking weird right now. It's not really like.
Some days you're aluminum, some days you're lead.
Right.
I mean, there's. I mean, just off the cusp, there's death metal, melodic death metal, grindcore, metalcore, black metal, doom metal, sludge metal, groove metal,
Gothic.
There's so many different
Viking
metal. There's Viking metal,
death doom,
neoclassical shred, which is like Yngwie Malmsteen and like Steve Vai and Joe Satriani.
Progressive glam.
There's progressive metal.
Glam
metal.
I thought the very notion
Deathcore.
of glam metal is to not be
Are you
progressive.
looking it up?
Yeah.
It won't load on here for some reason.
Yeah, black metal, crossover thrash, doom metal, death metal,
Thrash metal.
progressive, power
metal.
avant-garde. Which is I love that term. I want to know what that means. So that's new. Is that not new age metal though?
Well, like the new wave of American heavy metal is like Lamb of God. That's why it's called new wave of American heavy metal.
How is that?
Meanwhile, I'm a big fan of new wave of British heavy metal, like Iron Maiden and Judas Priest. It's now it's 40 years ago, so that wave ain't so new anymore.
No.
Which also predates new wave proper. That's going to be more pop.
You remember which
Bye.
door it is? Yes. Open a door until you see a toilet and then pee in there.
Hide the saxophone.
But John, I mean, I don't know. It's the
meanwhile, like whatever Kayla and I are listening to at home, that like it's mostly garage rock or whatever the hell King Khan is. That it's like
AHN King Khan.
King Khan, KHAN.
Yes.
And it's like garage doo-wop.
Doo-wop metal needs to be a thing.
And oddly enough, like they're based out of Quebec.
Jeez.
And with a name like that, why, yes, he is of Indian descent. He's the Russell Peters of rock and roll.
Nice. Better than the Jordan Peterson of rock and roll. Kind of a fascist. No, I think you're thinking about somebody else.
Or Scott Peterson.
Scott Peterson. You're the Scott Peterson of death metal.
Then there'll be Norwegian black metal when they're actually burning churches. Way to go, fellas.
Poor Lauren. Oh, wrong churches.
It's churches. It'll never not be churches.
She is so fucking cute. Oh my God, I have his biggest crush on Lauren Conrad. Lauren, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the podcast if you're ever not in England.
I'm in Ireland. Will that do? No.
Yeah. It's the same way with like sports cars. Like, is a Subaru WRX STI sports car? No, it's a rally car. But is it faster than sports cars?
Can be.
Some of them, yeah. So is the S2000 a roadster or is it a sports car? It's like the Miata is a sports car, but people don't like to admit that it is. So.
Like when that has a reputation for being the most raced, most autocrossed car because of low cost of entry and fun handling.
It's light. It's bulletproof. You're not going to get it. Yeah, you can tell. Like the S2K, it took the Miata to a new level, but it's noticeably harder to drive because it has 100 more horsepower. So you get kind of tail happy. Ask me why I know that. So. They're popular for a reason. Like, there's nothing probably more disheartening than some rich asshole spending $50,000 on his vet and taking it to autocross and getting fucking waxed poetically by fucking Miata with sticky tires.
Yeah, it's like, it appears that one of these cars had a driver mod as well.
Driver mod. So
What did I miss?
Genres.
Yes.
Garage doo-wop. Go.
Yeah, doo-wop metal needs to be a thing. So I like baby metal.
Doo-wop.
I like baby metal. You like baby metal?
No.
You don't?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
What? The
I don't know what that
Japanese, the
is.
3 Japanese girls who sing in really high, but it has that really heavy shit behind it.
Baby metal. Yeah, I get you. I can't say that I've run into it enough to like form a huge opinion. I've heard a few songs and they're cool. Like I dig it.
Steve, you have no
No
idea.
idea
What's
what's
that
happening
Netflix
here.
series? It's an animated series with a cat.
Fucking
Agri Katsuo. She's a metal singer that it is just looks like the Hello Kitty cat pretty much.
yeah.
And is kind of just going around regular life. She's super chill and like super quiet and all that. But she's also a metal singer.
Pull up Gimme Chocolate from Baby Metal and show Steve so he knows what I'm talking about. No, it's 3 very adorable Japanese vocalists dancing and singing with really, really heavy music behind it.
Intro noises. That's fun.
Wait till the vocals come in.
This reminds me, I almost crashed my car listening to Dragon Force a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't like Dragon Force.
Dragon Force will make you crash your car. I love that shit.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Yeah, what she said.
That's actually a bop.
Yeah, I love it.
Are y'all good? Are y'all,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
might-
I think we might.
We'll
yeah,
get kicked off of
might-
YouTube.
Eh.
But what do y'all know about Poppy?
Poppy?
Poppy.
The thing that makes opium.
Yeah.
Not that one. The musical. All right. So first of all, she was a personality on the internet before anything else. Her name's Poppy. She talks like this.
Yeah.
Ish.
Probably higher, but
A
yeah.
little, but
Better-
she's just
Not telling me so far.
If it's not
really.
Belle Delphine.
she gives really strange vibes. She's like porcelain doll, like perfect. She's very pretty, but also like super creepy. And she ended up making a metal band, and it's fucking sick. All right.
I'm pulling it up now. And then pulling it out afterwards. I don't know. It's not fucking working. Like, I'm connected to the internet, and just fucking Google's not working.
You know,
Get some ding dog.
I don't know what to tell you on that.
Finally, time to put that laptop out the pasture. Whatever.
Well, no, Facebook's working, but Google's not. I'll just connect to Cat Ranch Cams. I had to set up a separate Wi-Fi account for our cameras.
All right.
That's not it. I'm on to you.
Apologies. Free advertising for Liberty.
Kind of looks like Belle Delphine. You know who that is?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I want to not like her, but she's cute.
She is. But check this shit out. Just give it like 30 seconds.
That's what she said?
Transition.
Okay, she still does the high pitch. Like, okay.
I had no idea Carrie made her own music video.
No, they're all laughing you.
It's
I'll allow
nuts.
that.
She has an interesting voice. Like,
I'm going ginger with it if I'm gonna go like
yeah.
that. That's interesting.
It's sick, dude. It's really good. I've enjoyed that song in particular. I haven't listened to a whole bunch of their other stuff, but it's fun. Like, different, you know?
So should we do... for some reason, Google's just not cooperating right now, so... I think I'm just going to, like, restart the computer and then start again. So y'all want to do a music topic? We've done pretty good with covering the spectrum here. So
yeah.
we could do a topic. So we're on 03. We could do singles from 03. We could do that, albums and singles.
Ooh.
Or we could... We did 3 Car Garage, our birth years last time. So, Matt, you were an 89?
90.
Weak. That would be almost easier for you than it was for me and Steve, because I just kept changing my mind the whole time.
There were a lot of good cars.
From 1990, there were, Miata, and the 300ZX.
300ZX would be one of them already. Yeah.
Until you had to work on it.
Right.
An engine this big and an engine bay this big.
Yep.
Like,
Shout out Spencer Sumsky. You let me drive
the
his
engine is underneath the cowl.
Yeah. He let me drive his 300ZX when I didn't know how to drive stick. He taught me.
I'll teach you how to drive a stick later.
Good man. Good man.
And then a manual transmission.
Oh.
Giggity.
See, I've got that CVT joint.
Yeah, you do. Nobody's perfect, Mac. We still like you. Anyway.
You know, I think it's pretty great.
I remember when Erin was on. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm like, we don't either, but you're one of us.
One of us.
You know Erin, don't you?
Erin
Mullen?
Yes.
Yeah. She was on a couple. Jesus. I guess about 6 months ago. Where's the time go? Can we get some of that shit back?
Everywhere.
I don't know. This is giving me better answers.
Speaking of better answers, God damn it. What's on our food menu for today? Are we thinking taco joint? Are we thinking pizza peel for wings and garlic knots and beer? Or
that sounds very pizza peeling.
So you like the pizza peel idea?
Damn that.
Taco joint.
Texaco was fucking sick.
Taxco's good.
Though, I can honestly go either way, whichever everyone's feeling. Honestly,
Kay coming?
She's gonna happily have whatever I pick up for her if she's not feeling well.
Okay, so it'll just be a 3-way tonight. All right, so we'll figure that. We'll figure that out. I almost feel like we should figure it out now, just so I have something to really look forward to for dinner.
Pizza peel, go.
Well, that's a vote for pizza peel.
rock, paper, scissors, and out.
3-way that. Good luck.
Honestly, pizza peel sounds pretty dope.
I haven't had wings in a while, so I'm good with that
too.
So I've figured out a way, not with a 3-way decision, but 2-way. I'll get a coin and I'll go, okay, I can't decide between these two things, so I'll flip a coin. And in the air, whatever I hope it lands on is what I end up picking, and I don't even look at the coin.
Good shit. That
so what you're saying is you don't even need a coin.
I have to get the coin just for the commitment of it, flipping it. Like, what do I hope it lands on? And then whatever I hope it lands on is what I pick. Because that's the one I really wanted in the first place. If it's a true 50-50, I don't do that.
He's using a 2-headed coin, isn't he?
Yep.
Sounds like a sex maneuver. That's a lot of head, Mac.
I'm just doling.
I'm not flexible enough to give myself that much head.
That's a lot of head.
Probably just the tip. But
don't even need to leave the house that much head.
Oh, I wouldn't. We wouldn't be doing this podcast right now if I could do that.
Sheesh.
I do albums or I'd say singles.
Either.
Singles.
3
2003.
Which website?
Now it's working. I guess they just needed a restart. No, I know there's a movie called Singles. God damn it. How about songs? Let's just do songs. Alrighty. I think we're good now. I got the Google picked.
You know that doesn't work right. Because it keeps giving us different answers.
No, it does, just in different order.
All right.
We'll go to Wikipedia top 100.
I was going to say, we could warm them up.
Yeah. By the way, if you ever wanted to get one of these, Mac, they're like $25.
This is actually dope.
Yeah.
I need to get one of these.
You should.
So
I just
the
linked up
Billboard
my
year in
my
100.
computer. I'm going to start streaming.
Yes and yes. Billboard year-end Hot 100 singles on Wikipedia.
Oh, just there. All right.
Milkshake came out in 2003.
Warm it up.
Seven Nation Army also did.
Well, are you on the same site we are? Go to Wiki.
Oh, Wiki.
Yeah. If you type in songs from 2003 and then go to the Wiki option for Billboard year-end Hot 100 singles in your area, which is bullshit. Because the singles in your area want to hook up with you, but you would not want to hook up with them. But we're all married, so.
Singles in your area. Okay, yeah. Oh, shit. This was a busy year.
It was.
And,
So first, somebody go first. All right, we'll go alphabetical.
Air Force Ones by Nelly.
That was first? I had...
No.
Wait, where are you starting? Are you starting at 100?
Yeah, I'm in the hundreds. That was actually... What was that on the list? I just saw it. That was number 40.
You started in the middle.
I did. Oh, we're starting at the top and going down, eh?
I guess we should start at 100,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Let's start at 100.
Say Yes by Floetry.
Floetry. I don't even know who that is.
Nope.
Floetry.
Hold on. We know that song, I bet you.
R&B duo, Marsha Ambrosius and Natalie Stewart.
This is making my bladder
It's this
upset.
song.
I'll be Arby's.
All right. The intro sounds familiar.
I don't recall the intro, actually.
I think I heard the song on Peanuts.
Shelled or unshelled? Or boiled? Dude, I want to get my freak onto this.
This sounds dope.
Mr. Richard should go swimming for this one. Like, that's sexy.
Sheesh. It's pretty, but yeah.
I have no
that
idea.
one.
Yeah.
Didn't know that one.
Real Good Man from Tim McGraw. Steve's not going to know that either.
Superman.
They call me Superman. Leap tall hose in a single bound.
Let's go.
Single now. Got no ring on this finger now. Never let another chick bring me down in a relationship. Save it, bitch.
Yeah.
Babysit. You make me sick.
Yeah.
Superman ain't saving shit.
Yeah.
Girl, you could jump on Shady's dick.
Yeah. Let's go. I love that shit.
I remember that one.
Don't know why. Tea's gone cold. I don't know. Is that what? Oh, that is that one.
I didn't call.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got to stop before Steve gets here.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not gonna
We're
know that
jamming on these already.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's a
god.
bop.
The next one, dude.
Oh yeah, we have to wait. So, by
Oh
the way,
yeah.
I got a Lowe's gift card for Christmas. And
Sick.
So loading this in is so much easier now because it has wheels.
It has wheels. Yes, dude.
Yeah.
That's so much easier.
Dude, isn't it though? So now I can actually get into a gig in one trip.
Mm-hmm.
Like as long as I have Emily with me or like Toby's with me, I can get in one trip. And if it's by myself, it's 2 trips and not 3 anymore. And in the rain,
Yeah. 2 trips is nothing. That's easy.
yeah, it's good stuff. Got a lot of shows coming up. I'm gonna be tired as fuck next Saturday. So
Yeah.
fly out of Vegas at 6 a.m., which is 3 a.m. this time. Land at 1:30, then have 6:30 to 9:30 show that night.
That will be a long day.
Steve, you missed Real Good Man from Tim McGraw, Superman from Eminem, and then Don't Know Why from Norah Jones. Yeah. And then next up, Mac, take it away. What was the next one?
It was Like a Stone by Audio Slave.
Such a
Which
bop.
was like one of my fucking jams. That song is so good.
Yeah.
And then it's I Want You by Thalia featuring Fat Joe.
We like to call him Obese Joseph. Thank you.
I saw him in an airport once.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he the airport?
No, he was actually losing weight at the time, but he was eating at a fucking Sbarro at the time. He was eating pizza with one of his people.
Famous for big ass pizza slices.
Yeah, dude.
Is that I Want You?
This is I Want You. I don't know if I recall this.
I don't remember that one. Well, we're going to skip the next
Sounds
one.
familiar in a way.
We're going to skip the next one because I don't like water sports.
Ah, sheesh. Yeah. Canceled.
Sick of Being Lonely, I do remember.
By Field Mob.
I remember that one.
Come Over by Aaliyah. Which,
She died in 2004, I think.
yeah.
Gosh, she was so gorgeous.
Plane crash.
True.
Yeah. They overloaded the plane and then didn't tell any of the passengers. Like, they had way too much shit on that plane. When they took off, it just, like, immediately crashed.
That's insane, dude.
It was the video to Rock the Boat, that song.
Yep.
Yep. They were in Dominican, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah.
Terrible.
Oh, God almighty. Fucking 91.
No shoes, no shirt, no problems.
Bro country. That's a genre.
Fucking Kenny Chesney.
That is a genre.
Have you forgotten?
Bro
which
metal
is also.
That's what
I think I
Pantera
remember
became.
that.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
Bro metal is a genre.
That just remember this was right after 9/11. If anybody recalls, I think "Have You Forgotten" is like a patriotic song of some variety, if I'm not mistaken. Or am I wrong?
You might be right.
I never heard the song,
Yep,
so
about
I
the
forgot.
September 11th track.
Have you forgotten? Just to make us more fucking
Yeah, but
sad
by-
about it. It was
it's by-
2 years later.
It's by a fucking hillbilly looking white guy though. By a guy named Daryl.
Come on, Daryl.
Does he have a brother, Daryl?
No, we
And
didn't
another
fucking forget Daryl. It was 2
Brother
years
Larry.
previously.
I
Now
knew
they
where
make
you were going.
memes out of it, though, so maybe this song would be more relevant now. But
Maybe.
shit, that's another topic. "Sing for the Moment" by
That was
Eminem.
sample from Aerosmith.
Oh,
That
that's
one.
what.
That was a
I didn't
good
know that
song, though.
I didn't know that song had a title.
Well, in 2003, Steve was a sophomore in college.
That would have been during my super sophomore years. That was my first full year in Raleigh during my time there.
I was a junior in high school, and in 2003, Mac was 13 years
Yeah,
old.
by then I would have been.
You're right.
I spent most of 2003 being a newly minted 21-year-old doing newly minted 21-year-old mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
And- hey, man, one man's mistakes is another man's mistakes. I remember that.
What a jam, though. Like,
It wasn't bad. And then Ruben Studdard, who won fucking American Idol.
hell yeah, dude. Ruben Studdard.
Yeah.
Flying Without Wings.
A song about a jetpack.
Actually, that might be Young Guns, Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
Also, we were absolutely nuts about fucking American Idol back then, too.
It was decent.
Who's we?
It was decent at a time, but then
Society.
it got... Well, what bothered me...
Won't give a fuck.
What bothered me about American Idol was
That was him.
you're setting some of these people up to fail immediately because you're doing these theme weeks. So imagine for a second that I am a contestant on an American Idol and there's 20 people left, and they're like, by the way, this week is Jazz Week. And I'm like, well, I'm getting fucking voted off.
Yeah.
Because whatever I pick, I'm not going to be good at. But then if it was Metal Week, I'd be your guy. And then the person who sings...
Selling
fucking-
you some jazz cabbage there, Pilgrim.
It's such a stupid... Because if you owned a record label and you had fucking...
TVT, Roadrunner.
All right, so if you had Andrea Bocelli, beautiful singing, and you're like, by the way, it's punk rock week. It's stupid. You're not gonna sign that guy and do a punk rock album. Theme weeks are stupid. It should be based on the merit of the singer and the performance. Shouldn't be a theme week.
True.
Thank you for coming to my Theodore Chat.
Good tech talk. Good TED talk. Good Theodore Chat.
Theodore Chat. Yeah.
Theodore Chat.
We do Theodore Chats here.
What was I thinking? What was I thinking?
Thanking?
Yeah. That was
Dirks?
Dirks Bentley.
Dirks.
What kind of name is Dirks?
A bad one.
Sucks
Just kidding.
Dirks.
That's fine, Jerks. You do you.
Did y'all watch the Nickelodeon thing on Hulu about the Orange years, about the Legends of the Hidden Temple, and like the Rocco and Ren and Snippy years?
I don't have a Hulu, so no.
You can borrow mine.
Okay.
It's great.
I went up.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
There's a Hulu app on the Nintendo Switch.
You realize they got Patty Mayonnaise's voice from Doug off of a woman who did mayonnaise commercials? Isn't that amazing?
That's so weird, but I love it.
The even better part was they named her Patty Mayonnaise before they found her doing mayonnaise commercials. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I might watch that shit again tonight.
Good show.
I enjoyed it. Anyway, I don't remember that Brooks. I do like Brooks and Dunn, but I don't remember that song.
Can't all be Boots Scootin' Boogie a decade earlier.
Fun story about Brooks and Dunn. They had a show at when Palomino was a thing, and it wasn't whatever the fuck it is now on Albemarle Road. So, 485 Albemarle Road.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Where it goes off to that really sharp right corner, and there's a car lot on the right. Right before you get to Home Depot, there's this disco rodeo place.
Yeah.
On the right. That used to be the Palomino Club. It was one of the biggest country music bars in Charlotte. So they played at Coyote Joe's one night, and they were like, hey, guys, we just called over at the Palomino. They don't have anybody booked. We're taking this shit down to the Palomino. Y'all follow us. We're going to give you a free concert there, too. And so Brooks and Dunn shoveled all their shit over there.
Wow.
And gave another concert there. I was like, that's fucking boss,
That's
man.
sick, dude.
How much Road Rash 2 did you ever play?
Not enough.
On one of the levels, there is an FM synth Boot Scootin' Boogie playing.
That sounds amazing.
It's like
it
is the Sega Genesis fart machine noise, but still, it's still Boot Scootin' Boogie when it was a brand new song in a Sega game.
They have good songs. You remember the song "You Better Kiss Me" because you're gonna miss me when I'm gone?
Yeah,
that's Brooks and. It's such a pretty song.
Brooks and Dunn,
it's good country.
That was the actual the genesis of good modern country.
Yeah.
But it got fucked up and nobody followed the blueprint since then, and it's been garbage for
blue collars then,
10 years.
Neon Moon. Neon Moon was on there.
Neon Moon, dude.
Light of a neon moon.
What a fucking jam, dude.
That Ain't No Way to Go.
Yep.
My Maria.
Yep. My Maria.
Oh, that was massive.
Yeah, that was good. I forgot how many good songs they had.
That was some American yodeling right there, man.
Exactly.
That Ain't No Way to Go was great, too. Man, I forgot how good that shit was. Good country's good.
It is, but bad country just makes it
prevalent.
True. So true. I'm looking. What was I thinking? Red Dirt Road by Brooks and Dunn. Can't Stop, Won't Stop by Young Guns. 19-something.
I don't remember
Mark Wills.
That.
Rain on Me by Ashanti. That song
gorgeous.
Kicks fucking ass.
Yeah.
That song is good.
Sounds like that Who song I like.
She's gorgeous. I am down with the swirl, buddy.
Not that one. To be clear.
Wow, she's gorgeous. I don't remember that Jaheim song. I do remember the artist.
Put that woman first. I don't know that song. Clocks.
I play Clocks live.
One of the few Coldplay songs I like.
The first two Coldplay albums are amazing.
True.
Parachutes and
people make so much fun of Coldplay.
Fuck, what's the name?
That shit was busted.
Parachutes had Yellow
Lights
on it.
and Sound?
No, Speed of Sound was on something different. It was
Still hit Yellow.
A rush of blood to the
head. Yeah.
It's been a long 22 years hating Yellow.
Yeah, I like Yellow, but I understand why people don't. But you had Yellow, you had Clocks, Trouble, In My Place was good.
Viva La Vida, people kind of shed all over that album, but I liked it.
The Scientist is one of my favorite Coldplay songs.
Yeah. Oh, those two albums were
they're so good. Well, they're guitar driven. They're like a very poppy, rocky guitar driven. Whereas you get into Viva La Vida, it's more synth.
Right.
Yeah. That was a very loud knuckle crack.
You're welcome. Oh, fuck. What was that?
It's an air pocket between your knuckles. So you just put it up against something and it makes an air pocket.
Okay, so... Okay, yeah.
And put it up again.
I have my ring on it.
I do too.
How the fuck do you do that then?
I mean, you could do it. You could do it anywhere. Like, you could do it on your leg if you wanted to.
We're going to take that offline. We'll find out how to do that later. But that's fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Thug's Mansion by Tupac.
Don't remember that. Fighter from Christina.
A single from Tupac in 2003.
Yeah.
Odd. But yo, speaking to how
Fake My Death and Go
influential that
Platinum
motherfucker was. 2003, he was still dropping bombs. He was 80 on that list of the top 100.
I don't remember Fighter from Christina. I do remember the video to Dirty. I remember it giving me scraping my zipper. Intuition from Jewel.
Love of My Life by Erykah Badu.
Jumped over
Common.
a few.
I did jump over a few, didn't I?
Sugar Sugar by Baby Bash featuring
I don't know that.
a Holiday Inn.
I don't remember.
We've been saying
Yes,
the
you
Holiday
do.
Inn.
Everyone knows that song.
Yeah, okay.
Beer for My Horses. Yeah.
Why would Willie Nelson do anything with Toby fucking Keith?
You know what? Toby did fine. I think Toby did fine.
Did you see that Willie Nelson is endorsing Beto?
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
Good man.
Honestly, most musicians are fairly liberal, but I'm not looking at you, Ted fucking Nugent.
Ted Nugent, suck my dick if you're listening to this. You too, Kid Rock.
Oh, Kid Rock looks like
I'm
Dr.
sorry,
Phil
you're-
in drag now.
Sorry, you're not a 14-year-old girl, so they'll pay you no attention.
Yeah, really.
Well, that speaks some things about some folks.
I don't know Intuition from Jewel, but I like...
That was actually in a Razor ad. Like, making
Are
fun
you sure?
of all the other girls. Something about intuition.
I don't remember that. My
It
favorite
was
Jewel
like
songs.
very strange for her.
What the Weird Al? Okay, never mind. I remember that. They can't all
And
be.
suddenly it's a lot of fun to sing Jewel as Axl Rose.
They can't all be foolish games. That song. Remember that one?
It's been a long time.
That
They're
one.
tearing you apart.
I love that song. All right, stop that.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, that was her making fun of the other Pop-Tarts at the time.
Yeah, okay. I might need to listen to the lyrics.
Yeah, actually, the lyrics did sound good. They did. Let's see.
72.
The Jump Off featuring Lil Kim featuring Mr. Cheeks. I don't recall that one.
I
but
don't
I'm
know.
gonna-
Is that higher or lower cheeks, or one of each?
I'd have smashed Little Kim back in the day. Probably now, too, if I weren't married.
Sounds dope.
That's a
Sounds
party
familiar,
song.
too.
Fun fact, there was a girl I went out with on one date whose screen name was Little Kim.
Was she a
and
big Kimberly?
Nope.
Oh.
She was just boring as hell.
So Brian's wife, Paige, is named Kimberly, and she went by Kimberly all through school and everything until she left high school, and now she's Paige because her middle name's Paige.
That's tight.
Okay.
And now I don't see her as a Kimberly at all.
Right.
But I met her as a Paige, so it's not like...
Eh.
Anyway.
Don't Want to
Yeah,
Try by
guys,
Frankie J. I
you-
don't know shit, but
Guys,
she
here-
hates me.
You can hear this from now. You can hear this from me right now. I'm never going to go by Lawrence or any derivative of Lawrence.
I'll never get
Although,
by.
oddly enough, like I could be triply famous, y'all. Stevie Nicks, obvious. Steve Lawrence,
Yeah.
famous singer and entertainer from the '60s. Or if I took Kalen's last name, I'd be Steve McNally, who was a Western star in the '50s.
There you go.
Well, I'm never going... There's an A.J. Holt that's an author. but I'm not him.
He
I don't even
writes
like to read.
really graphic animal porn.
No.
And we're just not about that here.
That's called the Discovery Channel. Did the Bloodhound Gang teach you nothing?
Honestly, nothing could get more graphic than nature. So you're right. Yeah,
I really wanted to document all the zoos in the United States, but when I tried to make a site called zoophilia.com, it just didn't really resonate. Nay means
No.
nay.
Nay means nay.
Reverse psychology, zoophobia.
Zoophobia.
That's funny.
I'm afraid of captive animals. That's my favorite David Bowie song.
I'm afraid of captive animals. I'm afraid of the world.
Yeah, She Hates Me is a stupid fucking song.
That was a bad song. Angel by Amanda Perez. I feel like I vaguely remember. I can't remember it at all. But My Front Porch Looking In. By Lone Star.
Lone Star.
I remember Amazed.
Can't
by
Hold
Lone
Us
Star.
Down by Christina Aguilera featuring Lil Kim.
Don't remember that either.
Like Glue with Sean
I remember
Paul.
Like Glue.
I remember Like Glue.
I don't really care what people say. I don't really care what they will do. Still, I got to stick my goals like glue. He was a wannabe reggae artist, and
Yeah. Because what was the one that had the
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
shake the
was
thing,
right
blah, blah,
after
blah,
that.
blah?
yes,
Yep. Shake that thing.
yeah. 5 o'clock somewhere was huge, and still kind
Yep.
of is.
My love is like whoa.
Love is like whoa. Maya is so beautiful. That she's my big fucking R&B crush. She is so gorgeous. I would drag my balls through a mile of glass to say hello to her.
There you go.
Thank you for that. Now I'm erect.
Scraping zippers over here, guys.
Yeah. 50 Cent, Wanksta. I remember Wanksta. And then Here Without You was my song when I was dating the girl from Winston-Salem. And that was our song because she lived in Winston-Salem. And I lived in where I lived.
Charlotte-ish,
Yeah.
Albemarle-ish.
Now she is a full-time dancer for a cruise line. So she does like shows on cruise lines.
Sick.
So that means she's been out of work for 2 years.
Probably.
No, they're going this year,
Probably
dude.
now, yeah.
Yikes.
But she was super. No animosity, man. Like it's hard to keep together a relationship from that, especially in high school. Like she went to the
Yeah.
School of the Arts because she actually got a not scholarship, but she got to do like high school at a college that does arts, and so she could do dance and shit. So that was a long night. Like we went to the Weenie Roast in 2003. And then we went there, and then I drove her back to college at Winston-Salem, and then got back home at like 2 a.m., and I had to go to school at 7:30 or 8 in the morning. And because my parents are my parents, it didn't fucking matter. I'll be back when I'm...
You're alive? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. What's next, Mac?
If You're Not the Only One, Daniel Bedingfield.
Don't remember that.
Underneath It All by No Doubt.
That one was actually pretty. You're really lovely underneath it all.
Yeah. I Can by Nas.
I don't remember.
I'm sure it kicks ass, though, low-key, because Nas kicks ass. But,
A sidekick.
How we got kicked off of YouTube thrice.
yeah, everyone fucking knows this song. Hold on. Give it...
Okay, yeah. I got you.
If I Work Hard at It.
Steve's not going to, but I remember I played basketball, so I hung out with a lot of brothers.
I know I can't be what I want to be.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a jam. I got If I Work Hard at It.
The child labor's creepy.
China has entered the chat.
Forever and Always by Shania Twain.
That one I don't remember by Shania Twain.
I do. That woman's got bars.
She does. She
or,
does.
she got the voice at the very least.
And her name is Eileen Regina Edwards.
Really?
Yes.
Gee, I wonder if she changed it.
Good name.
Come on, Eileen.
Are You Happy Now by Michelle Branch.
That one I don't remember.
I know that one.
I remember that.
I
one
remember
too.
if you want to.
Say happy now.
I remember that
Instead
if
of
you want
Mudvayne,
to.
happy now.
Yeah.
It's this one. Which actually has a good intro too. Like, it's good cell
I
phone
love
tone.
2003, Year of Piano.
All right, I remember it.
You know this song, yeah. That's a good song too, though. Low key.
55 is fucking horrible.
Don't
you know
be
why?
fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm this Jenny from the block.
It's so fucking stupid. You're not. You're not Jenny from
yeah,
the block.
You've
Don't
been a
hate
rich bitch
Jenny
for a hot
from the
minute.
block, okay.
Look, she's not Jenny from the
She
block.
is Jenny from the block.
No!
Jenny
I
the blockhead.
That she is from the block, and her name is Jennifer. She
Yeah,
is
but don't
Jenny
be fooled
from
by-
the block.
The
Don't be fooled by the rocks.
yeah,
that
all the
I got.
diamonds. She's not hanging out on those corner streets with those diamonds. No, that's the.
Don't be fooled by the carbon fiber that I got. I'm
got-
still Steven from the block.
I'm still.
I got the titanium. And we all have different materials.
Yeah, because I got rose gold and zirconium.
Oh, and I'm just titanium.
I got titanium and carbon fiber, which I enough complements the Tiffany blue watch quite
Yes,
well.
Indeed, it does. Indeed, it
I had no
does.
idea like this thing would be this much a hit.
Oh,
Excuse me, miss, from Jay-Z. I do kind of remember that, but
Excuse me, mister, you got me all wrong. Oh wait, that was not a good No Doubt song.
no.
I'm trying to find it.
We're just going to get kicked off all of YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna just chill out on that because Title's real weird about that. But yeah, excuse me, Miss was definitely a good one.
Why don't you and I, Santana and Alex Band? Who the hell is that? The Calling.
The
He's from
Remedy. Jason Mraz.
Don't remember that.
I don't know, but
The Remedy.
I hate
The
Jason
experience.
Mraz with The Fear of a Thousand Suns.
Dangerous creation.
And he wears
Ugh.
he wears the hat I wear, unfortunately.
He
but
does. He certainly does.
I feel like I don't know. He's way more successful than I am. Yeah.
this one.
I remember that. It's music.
It's true.
It is.
Entirely. It is. Stand Up by Ludacris. Stand Up!
Yeah, I remember that.
Stand Up! That was a fucking jam. In Those Jeans by Genuine, which I bet was a banger. Hold on.
Probably because Genuine made nothing but baby making music.
Right. Like, come on.
No, he did anything except the Pony song.
Jeez.
And then how
Yeah.
much a train wreck
Yeah.
they are.
Panty Droppers.
Oh yeah, Genuine's straight up R&B. Like there's no hip hop. Like it's R&B music.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, dude.
He might be the last hippity hoppity.
Yep, and then Headstrong because the guy from Trapped is a
Yo,
gigantic
he's
Nazi.
a gigantic fucking idiot. Hey, Trapped, if you're listening to me, suck my dick too. You along with Ted Nugent and Kid Rock. Bitches. Anyways. Yeah.
Trapped New Druck.
I have a specific relationship with Trapped because my sister bought me their album
With the guy
that had a
mowing on the front?
t-shirt. Yes.
Yeah, that's the worst.
That
album
came
cover.
with a fucking t-shirt that I still have to this day. I was like,
Worst
oh
album
god.
cover ever. This is
Oh,
a guy
no.
mowing grass.
Ah, fuck. Dude, you know what? It's one of those things, like, if he had never been an idiot on the internet, then it would have been fine. Trapped would have been able to keep their mediocrity in check. But now we just get to make fun of him because he's also an asshole. So, anyways, that's how I fucking feel
That
about
album
Trapped.
released 3 weeks before I turned 21.
Nice.
Sick. Your Body is a Wonderland by John Mayer.
I don't hate it.
I don't either.
It's
That
a
song was
panty
banger,
dropper.
dude.
Yep.
Yes. That whole actually Circles for Squares. Is that what the fuck it was?
I think so.
Hold on, I'm gonna look because y'all. I saw John Mayer 5 times.
Room for Squares.
Probably
Room
the
for Squares.
probably the funniest thing I ever heard in relation to John Mayer was like, yeah, it'd be cool to hang out with him. It's like, particularly to pick his brain about his sexual resume.
Yeah.
The phrasing of that, maybe about how to pull the car over.
Right.
That was the funniest thing ever. Like, I mean, indifferent to his pop music, his blues trio though is fantastic.
Bro, all
But-
of it's good. Like
but,
there's
the,
parts.
The poppy stuff, like this thing was everywhere, and I couldn't care less. But the blues stuff is incredible.
Shit.
He
Yes,
uses
it is.
his poppy stuff to fund the tours for the shit he wants
the
to.
fun stuff. Yeah.
He has a-
Like
Wildfire.
Hagen introduced me to the blues stuff. Like,
It's good.
it's not just
You've heard
pop
Wildfire
garbage.
then,
He's a
right?
great
They
guitar
don't have
player.
names.
Oh, dude, no, absolutely. It's
Slow Dancing in a Burning Room is probably my jam from him.
oh,
Is he an
yeah.
arsonist?
You heard this song?
Pull up Slow Dancing after that. I
Yeah.
gotta take a piss.
This song, this is his his bluesy shit, 100%. What album does this come off of? Paradise Valley. So it's like the new, you know? Well, not new. It's good. It's like, it's different too. It's not poppy or... It's good.
Well, did I ever tell you about the session? The thing where the guy does the song breakdowns?
No.
For a while, John Mayer was his producer. And then eventually, he fires him, but
Oh, shit.
but thanks to Christian James Hand doing the song breakdowns, that influenced John Mayer to pay more attention to the different things that he does for his song,
It's
and then
awesome,
proceed
though.
to do a breakdown of John Mayer's brand new song. It's like, I have no idea what's happening here, but it was cool hearing the dissection before ever I hear the song.
Right. Yeah. Dude, hearing the dissection of a song, actually, I can really credit Mike Pepe, which I don't know if he'd credit me now, but that's okay. That's fine. But
Out in California, right?
yeah, he is. And but good friend of mine a few years back, he was recording for a band called The Business
I never,
People.
and it's I never knew much of them. I remember the band, The Business
Yeah,
People.
Dude, those guys are
It's
great.
he's like the twins.
Yeah, and the twins are great. The Peppies are great guys, but also the Business People, which they're not playing anymore together. But all of those guys, Anthony and Nick, and I'm trying to remember the rest. Fuck, I will say, I sat in there for probably 3 hours and watched them record. And actually, I've got the song as well. The premise was I write letters to a girl that lives in Tennessee. I live in Charlotte, and it's not working like that. But also the amount of layers they put on guitar tracks and drum tracks, and centering the sound, and dude, it is an entire process just to get through one, I don't know, 10-second segment of it. It'll be hours sometimes. And that whole
funny.
viewing the process internally was
This
insane.
cat would know.
You absolutely know. Dissecting
Music
is
production.
so cool. You really don't realize how much goes in until
Yeah, but between CJH and
you
Beato,
sit there for a few hours watching them do the same shit 20 different times, but at the same time you hear something different every time too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really...
I learned more about running my live sound from doing my recorded sound here. So we were watching a guy last night who had a fantastic voice, but he's using a guitar amp for his vocals and the guitar, and his vocals sound super muddy. And I wanted to tell the guy, I'm like, man, you just using an amplifier.
What's
for
up, Peter
vocals,
Frampton?
Using a guitar amp for vocals is not ideal. That is made for guitar. It's not made for vocals. Either use a dedicated PA for both, or separate.
You have to separate.
But I'm not going to say anything to anybody because they're just going to be like, well, that guy just... I don't think that guy would have last night, but there's a slippery slope. Which song?
I think I saw the option of doing blah blah.
It's called From North Carolina with Love. But like being able to split those sounds off, like it doesn't hit you when you're first initially listening to music.
But that's what I'm gonna redo that 1963 Bond film. From North Carolina with love, I fly to you.
Yeah.
When Bond films could actually be good because Dr. No is dreadful to watch.
I bet. You know what? I need to sit down and watch all the old Bond films because I haven't really. I've just been like, okay, I recognize they exist.
I mean, they're a reason that Goldfinger really stands out like the first good one.
Right.
But From Russia with Love's no slouch. So Dr. No's difficult because they're trying to make an action flick in 1962.
Mm-hmm. What are we on?
Number 47, unless we're still talking John Mayer on 48. Your body is a wonderland.
This is the night. I don't remember.
This is the night
Damn.
we felt alive.
That's different. That's Eve 6.
Is that? Oh.
It was Here's to the Night.
Here's to the night. And Eve
Here's to
6
the
is
night.
much heavier than Clay.
Hi,
Well, I could just make shit
congratulations
up,
on a mistake I would make.
Jeez. I've lost the will to live.
Simply nothing more to give.
I could really go for some wings right now.
Landslide. Dixie
It's appealing.
Chicks. Hold the fuck up.
We'll
Wait a
let the
minute.
missus
Where
know.
did we stop?
I'll drive. I think I have the most room.
Where did we stop?
Yes and yes.
On this list.
We'll do Calling All Angels from Train, and I have a guilty pleasure. Like
Good
I like his
song.
voice a lot, even if I don't like a lot of the songs. Like Me Virginia is great, and then If It's Love is great. I don't love Calling All Angels.
Don't like Train.
Yeah. It's a jam. Lincoln Avenue.
That's not on the list.
I've never. No, it's not.
I
That's not on the list. I just didn't know what the fuck that was. Okay. Miss Independent is actually.
remember that one.
Kelly Clarkson now has her own TV show.
I know. And
Good for her.
Yeah.
And that's like, wait a minute. No. Yes. Yes. That's accurate. Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to be sure I didn't get it mixed up with, because for some reason, I don't
Rachel
know if y'all
Ray.
do this. Rachel Ray. And,
They do look very similar.
and Kelly Clarkson.
That is flattering to neither.
They both fight me for saying that, but yo, fucking tell me I'm wrong. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's funny. Yeah, she's got a good show though. Miss Independent was also a really fucking like empowering song at the time. I don't know if y'all remembered the wave.
It was, but
it just,
Since You've Been Gone was the better song.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but yeah.
Speaking
definitely.
of Weird Al, have you heard Weird Al's Since You've Been Gone?
No.
The punchline is, I've been feeling almost as bad when you were so here. Woo woo.
That's awesome. Gossip Folks featuring Ludacris.
Nope, don't remember.
Which I don't. Nope. I got nothing. I got nothing on that. I'm sorry.
Sounds like the opening to the first Grand Theft Auto.
Beautiful from Snoop and Pharrell
Huh?
and Charlie Wilson.
Huh?
Moving on.
Beautiful. Oh, dude, that was a good song. Actually, I forgot all about that shit. This song, if I'm remembering it correctly, it was a good song.
Oh.
Okay.
Let me screw in it.
That was everywhere for a while.
Yeah, I remember that. It's all right.
It's fun. No. Yeah, that's good shit. That was a good song.
We're going to skip the next one. I don't know it.
Never Leave You, Lumity. Uh-oh.
Now we're finally packing up Air Force Ones.
Those are ugly shoes.
Fuck off.
They're ugly.
Nope.
They're ugly.
Disagree.
They're plain.
Wrong.
They're ugly.
Wrong.
Nike should be
Wrong.
ostentatious. and weird. Air Force Ones are just plain and ugly.
You know what, man? No. I think that they are the ultimate platform.
No, Jordans are.
I disagree, because Jordans are so various. Air Force Ones have been so many different color combinations. Blow your fucking mind.
I know, but they're still ugly.
Guarantee. No. Air Force Ones are
Steve,
great.
what is your verdict?
Great shoes. They're comfortable,
They
too.
gave that name to a plain Jane looking Nike.
Thank you, Steve.
This shit was the
It
unsung
is
hero
the
in Back to the
flagship-
Future.
It is the flagship shoe, bro.
It's ugly.
It is the...
Nah.
It is what...
$300
Nike
on
on
eBay.
a
Go
Jordan
fuck all
short.
yourselves. No. Nope.
Let's talk about these guitars. Let's talk about the price of Raspberry Pis going up. Yes, things from old times are expensive, damn it.
Yeah, but I can't stain my guitars with just, using them.
True.
And my
Well, you
guitars
could.
make me money. Shoes.
Hey, those shoes, if you get the right ones.
If you wear them, they don't make you money.
Right. Yeah, you're not wearing it. You're not
If I
wearing
play
it.
my
Unless
guitars,
you
they
learn
make me
how-
money.
No, the
Unless you
shoe,
learn how
the
to play
sneaker
basketball.
culture now is so fucking beyond. They're like Walmart status. They've got their own fucking economy. Honestly, like it's nuts how established that whole
Speaking of, a band I've never listened to, Sneaker Pimps.
sneaker pimps. Yeah, 6 feet underground.
Let me show you my favorite pair of sneakers I ever
think it
had.
is.
These were the Nike Air Audacity. And those were the shoes I played basketball in. I like those.
Let me see. Oh yeah, dude, those look really comfy too.
I like those. Those were good shoes.
Wait, that's before Obama put you up to this, right?
6
Yes.
underground is like I don't know if you've ever even.
It's like the go. Oh, I didn't know that was
That's
them.
sneaker pimps.
What about the Worm?
Because I kept thinking that was Poe.
The Nike Air Worm, the Dennis Rodman shoes, the Indestruct. Yeah, those were cool as fuck too,
I see
man.
that, yeah.
Because they laced up on the side.
What?
So it had the big swoosh on and then they laced up on the inside of your.
Dirty, yeah.
Those were cool as fuck.
Dude, I wish I could find the.
$1,800.
I wish I could find whatever the crazy ass Nikes I had in the 5th grade were. That it was like ankle height Nike that you lace it up, but there was double Velcro bands that went over the
Interesting.
lace up.
X
These
gonna
things
give it
were
to you.
insane. Like that was probably the fanciest pair of shoes I ever had.
Huh. Sogun from Monica? No.
No.
Don't mess with my. I don't remember that.
You know what? We got to listen to these because those are the ones that, like, we may not.
We're going to be here for the next hour if we keep listening to all of these.
I don't recognize that. That's so gone. What's the next one?
That's it.
Don't mess with my man.
Brought to you by Soap.
Fight Club soap?
Nivea. And Jagged Edge.
Don't mess with my
Therefore,
man.
your soap is dangerous.
Jagged Edge was the fucking R&B jam.
Oh, yeah, dude. 03 Bonnie and Clyde.
Remember that?
Yeah, my girlfriend. My girlfriend.
And then Work It. I remember
Work
that.
It. Hell yeah. Landslide by the Dixie Chicks.
By the
Yeah.
way, if you ever feel like quoting rap lyrics, just ask yourself, is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
Which was real funny when Kit Kat used that for an advertisement.
Yeah. That was Wayfair. Wafer. Yeah. Front.
Also,
Dixie Chicks covering Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Front end.
It's like listening to
Fair
Goat
Odyssey.
Boy with her voice.
you know that part that nobody can fucking pronounce at the end of that Missy Elliott
It's
verse?
your if I never plan yet. It's
Tit.
backwards.
Pardon?
Es river de to pilf.
I think what it was
Yeah,
her saying
yeah,
something and they flipped it backwards.
I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it.
Yeah, sure,
It's
yeah.
literally flipped and reversed.
Play
Yeah.
it backwards like Judas Priest first did.
And also
Was your head high and blood brains out?
the solo to Give It Away from Chili Peppers The solo was a solo just played backwards on the tape. So it's not duplicatable live.
Which one is that?
To give it away, the solo.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just a solo.
That's
played
why
backwards.
that makes
that's
so
why that
much
thing
fucking
sounds
sense.
crazy.
Yeah.
That makes so
You
much
can't
sense.
duplicate that live.
No.
You cannot.
You just play it and then you reverse.
And you just can't even do
No,
that.
that's why you get an old school clapping it before I knew any better.
Yeah.
To play with your back to the audience.
Yeah.
Now I'm playing my guitar backwards.
Nowhere near
Shit.
a window.
It's starting to get
Defenestration.
Yeah.
Well, you know he's a Mac user, right?
Jay-Z. Y'all remember that shit?
Which one?
Frontin'.
What number?
Song.
Yeah. Yes.
For, a lot of Pharrell's songs sound like this.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Sounds nothing like Happy. What you talking about?
Yep.
That said, the parody Crappy was better.
No Letting Go by Wayne Wonder, y'all. Y'all, please tell me you know about No Letting Go.
No.
No letting go, no.
I liked Wayne Wonder on Whose Lines It Anyway.
Just jam out of this for 1 second. Un momente.
We're just going to get really kicked off of YouTube.
We're going to get kicked the fuck right off of that. But also, it's important. It's for...
As long as it's under 10 seconds.
I think it's 30.
That's enough.
I know back in 03, I was still listening to a lot of KMFDM, so I really can't help you with much of this.
Let's see. Rock Your Body.
Yeah, that's...
And that
Rock
was,
your body.
and that wasn't concurrent
Please stay.
KMFDM when they came back together. It was like, no, the 90s, 80s KMFDM, that's way harder.
How you gonna act like that by Tyrese?
No, but the next one, Cry Me a River, was huge because that was the breakup.
Huge.
That was good.
Rock With You by Ashanti was in there after that.
Ashanti.
And then Lose Yourself by Eminem.
We
was
snuck
after
the
that.
unedited copy
Noise.
of that when we were playing. That we would come out to Lose Yourself, or we would come out to Bombs Over Baghdad
Nice.
when we played basketball. It's my senior year.
Bombs Over Baghdad.
Oh, coming out
shit.
to that would get you so fucking hyped.
Yeah.
Interim national underground thunder pounds when I stomp the ground like a million elephants with silverback orangutan. You can't stop the
We're
train.
gonna listen to
Who
that
wants
on
some
the way
old
to
come
dinner.
don't creep pair will be there, but when I leave there, better be a household name. Weatherman telling us it ain't gonna rain, so now we sitting in the drop top soaking wet. And it's silk suit trying not to sweat. Hit summer sauce without the net, but this will be the year that we won't forget. 1999. But yeah,
Let's go. No.
that makes oh my god, it gets me so
Yeah,
hyped.
you nailed it, dude. That the tempo and everything. That was awesome.
I'll try.
Love that shit. All right, so the Game of Love, Santana.
In the game of love. In the game.
It's starting to
Why'd you sound like Johnny Carson?
So in the game of love.
I was doing that more for the guys listening to headphones right now because I don't have any on. It's fun. To,
It was great.
to dig in. You know,
Yes, great.
Where is the Love by Black Eyed Peas? That was a
Well,
real world mover.
The one song of theirs that didn't sound like it was lyrics written by a microwave.
Yeah. No, it was a good song. Black Eyed Peas, they caught a lot of shit, man. But if they came in like 10 years later, I bet they would be a whole different group.
Well, they got shit because they were Black Eyed Peas and they hired a fucking white woman singer.
There's
seen-
some nuance
have you
to
seen
that,
Vegetable?
too, I feel like I don't know about Fergie's background. I don't, so I'm not going to speak to that. But there were also black people in that group as well.
Will I Am, I've seen his car design, and Will he shouldn't.
Oh yeah, Will I Am doesn't need to make cars, but
I don't remember
he can make music.
Mesmerize.
His music is great. Mesmerize, Ja Rule, Ashanti. That was actually a bopper as well. Hold on.
I don't remember Can't Let You Go.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I had no idea that's what this was called.
That's what this is.
Just do
Hold on,
all
I'm trying
my
to go.
vocals like this now.
I don't remember Can't Let
If
You
it's got
Go.
a Ja Rule
Or
in it,
Into
it's
You
gonna
from
sound like
Fabulous.
that. Into You by Fabulous?
And yeah, Can't Let You Go or Into You. I don't remember either of those. The only Fabulous song I remember was Rollin' Gold Two-Seater.
This is Into You.
Nothing. Not a clue.
Nope. I got nothing, fam.
Bump, bump, bump from B2K and P2.
Bump, bump, bump. It's this song. That one.
Okay, I remember that hook.
Bump, bump, bump. Yeah.
PIMP, though, was Don't Know What You Heard About Me.
Yep.
Bitches can't get $1 out of me. No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see that I'm a motherfucking PIMP.
Yeah.
The Super Mario World hack, the Diagonal Mario, when you ended the level, it would play that song. Magic Stick, I remember that.
I got the magic stick.
Yep. But then the next one is just tragic.
Uncle Cracker is garbage and a half.
Yeah,
and he had
it's
to wreck
garbage.
a pretty good song. Follow You off a cliff, maybe.
And the next one, I love
Wait a minute.
looking at Avril Lavigne. Not so much listening to it. Oh, the Girlfriend video was hot.
Excuse me, sorry.
The Girlfriend video was super hot. But then she let Chad Kroeger put a nickel in her back, so it's kind of knocks her down a peg.
Who are we talking about?
Avril Lavigne.
18.
Avril Lavigne.
She was married to Chad Kroeger from Nickelback.
Bless up.
Yeah, man.
It was a different time. We didn't know.
2003. It was, oh my God, almost 20 years ago.
Literally.
By then we knew.
Yeah.
I Know What You Want by Busta Rhymes and Mariah Carey featuring Flip Mode Squad.
Flip Mode Squad was Busta Rhymes'
I
group
think
before.
I remember that song just so vaguely. Hold on.
I'm getting heartburn right now. It's weird. I've been hanging out with Steve too long.
It's not supposed to be contagious, sorry.
Okay. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Beautiful. That everybody knows that song. You are beautiful no matter what they say. Words can't bring you down.
Sounds closer, right?
Right?
I was being...
All I have.
Yeah, Fozzie Bear singing Christina Aguilera.
Yeah,
Go.
genuinely. Waka waka.
Yeah.
You're beautiful, no matter what they say.
All I Have, a Jennifer Lopez featuring LL Cool J. Damn, they were fucking popping off in 2003. LL did all right.
This is the worst episode of Stomp I've ever seen.
It was a little ASMR magic for your head top. More tune for your head tops. Watch how you speak on my name. Okay? So, anyways, 21 questions. 50 Cent featuring Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg's dead now.
Fuck. R.I.P.
He went to the Rainbow Bridge.
Hit the east side.
It was this song.
I remember that.
And you had love for me, girl.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Then 13 is stupid.
What's that?
Shake your tail feather.
Shake your tail feather.
That's stupid.
It
We
was-
don't have tail feathers.
Shake your tail feather
Says
was
you.
a classic.
No, sorry. We don't have tail feathers. No. We don't.
The Atlanta Braves would like to have a word with this song.
Yeah.
What a
Sorry.
jam,
Bad Boys
though.
2.
That so speaks to the time, though, because that was simultaneously the intro for that song and Air Force Ones at the time.
It was.
And also, dun, 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 dun. No, that was Air Force Ones. Fuck, there's another song that's like that too.
Get off my plane.
Yeah. Anyways,
Baby boy, you stay on my mind.
fill my fantasies.
Yep.
I think that's the words. I don't know.
Yes, it is. And then Get Low, of course, which is a
Get
club
Low.
staple still.
Get low, get low.
Get Low.
They need to bring that back to the club because I don't think they played it in the club in a little bit because it got so overplayed, which is fair, reasonable. They did play that shit all the
Well, that's
time.
number one,
It's
so-
time to come back.
Yeah.
It's time to come back. Bring Me to Life was number 10. Evanescence, number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Which they didn't want Paul McCoy from 12 Stones in that
Oh,
song, but then the record
no.
company
Good.
did.
Oh no! Look at number 9.
Ooh.
Oh no!
He's horrible.
It speaks to the time. We just didn't know what the fuck.
He looks like
was
Dr.
good.
Phil.
By the way, it's Picture by Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow.
Horrible.
If you didn't hear our fucking utter disgust. Sheryl Crow's cool, but fuck Kid Rock. Anyways.
Yes.
Miss You by Aaliyah. Damn. If that wasn't...
7 is stupid, too. I hate that song.
Yo.
It's there. It's not there.
This is the song.
Do I miss you?
I know
Aaliyah,
attention
yeah.
to Lincoln County.
Aaliyah. Ooh.
That's actually sounds really good in the headphones. I play bass on this now.
Boo, boo. Right There by
That's
Cheney
so
was
stupid.
number 7.
Stupid.
I love it how you do it right there, right there.
It's there.
That was the
You
song.
wrote a song
Jackson.
on
Cringy.
the wrong elocution.
They spelled it wrong.
I'm not
It's
crazy.
cringy.
I'm just a little unwell.
I like
know
that because
right now
Steve
you
hates
don't-
Matchbox 20, and I
can't
actually
tell.
like Matchbox 20.
How the fuck do you not like Rob Thomas?
Rob Thomas is a more
Is he?
he's a more or less artist for me. It's
Oh, I
like
thought
they
you
did
said
more.
he was a Mormon.
No.
I was like, oh shit, that's
He did
new
more.
news.
That's even worse.
Rob Thomas did more with like he didn't have the biggest vocal range,
Right.
but he did more with less. Like they wrote songs that it was. I like that.
Yo, I love Rob Thomas. Like he fucking
I do too.
he rocked out, dude. He rocked out with it out. Genuinely.
It's one of those
Ew.
times that Steve and I just did disagree.
You know.
It's
Yeah,
the old ranch dressing debate.
Fair. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked Hot Wheels 19 better.
And then When I'm Gone from Three Doors Down.
When I'm gone. When I'm gone. When I'm...
There's another world inside of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Three Doors Down is like a sponge cake.
It is.
It's not bad.
So it's the previous
not
one.
great.
No flavor.
It's just like, I could easily confuse both bands.
No way.
You can identify it
No
as
way.
cake, but that's it. It's not really...
Only because Matchbox 20 has way more intricate music and involvement.
Indeed.
Well, Three Doors Down did everything they could coming out of Mississippi. What do you want, man?
Well, they also played at Trump's inauguration, and Matchbox 20 did not. So there you go.
Nice.
Shit.
And of course, Crazy in Love. We all knew that.
What a jam, though. There you go. Good percussion.
Is dinner ready?
Get Busy
Will
by
be.
Sean Paul, which, just so y'all know, this one.
Yeah.
I think we all know that one. And then
There's a distinct menace to that
oh
song.
boy,
more R.
P-Boy,
Kelly.
P-Boy's
Whoops.
number 2 on the list, y'all. So I can't really ignore it. R. Kelly.
How is this a
Ignition.
remix to the song we never heard this before? You
Yeah.
bastard.
Yeah.
Bounce, 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 bounce.
The
bounce.
number one is kind of makes sense to it be number one.
In the club, 50 Cent.
Bottle full of bubbly. Mommy, I got that X. If you into taking drugs, I'm into having sex. I ain't into making love, so come give me
Be
a
a
hug.
hug. Be in here getting crunk.
Yeah.
What a fucking jam.
Been
Honestly.
hit with a few shells. I don't walk with a limp.
There's a reason that 50 Cent popped off as hard as he did. And he definitely kept it to what the people would like.
It was a good club song. It was.
Hell yeah.
It's still played now.
It is.
Yeah.
Actually, bathroom.
All right. Well, if we're gonna just, I'm hungry. So you hungry?
Right.
You hungry?
Yeah.
I think it's time. Mac, thank you for surprising us with a visit. So,
It was great.
absolutely
Super fun.
and almost
be
3
back.
hours. So it's time to eat. And Mac's got to pee. So he's Mac.
I'm Mac.
I'm Steve.
I'm AJ. And together we are CBG Pod plus
One.
Mac. All right. All right. Later, skaters.
Bye, y'all.
One or three doles.